Yo, what is up everyone? My name is Rednu. Thank you guys so much for joining me on today's stream. Today, we're gonna chill a little bit. Today, we're gonna chill a little bit. We're gonna do a lot of reacts. We're gonna do some umamusume. We're gonna be playing some Cancer Cup. We're gonna be preparing. Oh my god. You know, the usual. It's another marvelous Sunday. Every day is marvelous Sunday time. Today is a marvelous Sunday. True. Second stream. Yeah. What up? What up, Lanu? What up, Ararian? What up, Billy the Narwhal? What up, Kaigun, Ramiro, Ulrich, Doran, Josh, DDK? Why is this not sealed? What is happening? Hold up. Is this not, like, closed or what? Like, it's still, like, spilling. I want to watch, like, a lot of these videos, even some of the guides. I think Henry Handsome Derby has a video about the Aoharu scenario mechanics, which I'm actually kind of curious about, because I don't remember a lot of the Aoharu, like, or exactly, I don't really know all the mechanics. What I do know about Aoharu is just like the balls. You click the balls, right? You build up the balls, you click the balls, and then the balls pop, and then you get a bunch of stats. That's kind of all I know. So hopefully, I don't know, he has more of a breakdown on it. We'll probably take a look at that, you know? Clicking balls, yeah. We're drinking Anime Girl Thigh today. I am gonna get my new gamer stuff. Is this leaking? Like, what is happening here? What is happening? I have no idea. Hold up. But I'm gonna get my new gamer subs coming on Monday. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Ogre cap. Yeah, balls. Yep. Yeah, big blue balls. Sometimes they're purple too in the Japanese version. The current one anyway. But yeah, for my sister, I'm trying 3 speed, 2 power, 1 stam. I'm trying to get 600 stam for the bonus in CM, but I don't know if it's worth it. My power is lacking in the end. Well, you need the stamina, I believe, for the cup. If it's not necessary though, then yeah, you might be right. It might just be like, who cares? You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I kind of just want to chill. I think we'll probably do an extra long react today, depending on, I guess, how many videos there are, I guess. And you know, just chill, hang out, watch, do some stuff. Other than umamusume news, I am playing 2xKO, and I am in, I think, Emerald. Yeah, I think I'm in Emerald 2. I'm in Emerald 2, which is kind of cool. I don't know how many ranks there are, but like, I don't know. It's cool that they have a rank system already, and there's already like different little icons and stuff. Are you using a Stamina Legacy? It would help a lot. Yeah, Stamina Legacies would be really good. Need to go sleep in a bit. It's 3 a.m. here. I have work tomorrow afternoon, but I have seen a bit of yesterday's stream. I saw you use Biwa Haihide. So I'll say I fucking told you 2 days ago she was good on her. Jokes aside, I hope you're fine, mate. Hey, I hope you're doing well, Beats. And yeah, Biwa Haihide was pretty good. Yeah, definitely a good call. Hi, I love your vids. Hey, I love all of you. Thank you so much for, you know, letting me know. What up, Ararian and Rednu? Yeah, I don't know. It was leaking a little bit. Anyway, yeah, good to be here. Good to be here on another fine, marvelous Sunday. Let's go ahead and hit the reacts. Let's hit the reacts. I know we usually like kind of chit chat it up in the beginning, but I kind of just want to see some of the videos. I kind of want to see some of it. Daddy New, do not call me that. I finally got that Ball S King Halo. Now I wait for CM3. Nice. Hell yeah. Basically, split speed and stam legacies. When I hit signature stam, I'm only getting like 700 power and just like an ass in PvP. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard to get the right stats that you need without any of the sort of stat parents, I guess, or stat sparks. Damn, I miss his lengthy hair he used to have. It's gonna be, I guess, Kiwi new, not bald new. No one's saying bald anymore. I need to cut my hair. Praying for you, man. Best of luck fighting with cancer. Hope you can prep. No, I mean, we're prepping for Cancer Cup, not for actual cancer. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these videos. There's a lot of them. There's quite a bit. There are quite a bit of videos. Let's take a look. Rip our beloved daughter. Silent no subs, but you can try to translate if you want. I'm not that good at translating, I ain't gonna lie. But let's take a look here. Let me go ahead and do. Okay, cool. All right, and then pause this. 8 minutes. I mean, it's just Haru. It's just Haru being cute. Damn. What that breath smell like? Looks like she's been eating a lot of carrots. Is she licking the fence? Is this her getting high? I thought they bite the fence to get high, right? You're getting ready for cancer? Cancer Cup! All Stam Legacy so I could drop the Stam support card? Not bald enough? True. I'm gonna translate this. I'm gonna translate this right now. Oh, wait. Okay, this is like... I thought that was Chinese for a second, but I did see a hiragana. I don't know what I don't know what's being said. I have no idea what's being said. It's just Haru. It's just Haru. Biting on the fence, chewing on the rope, chewing on the little rubber chain. Oh, you booped the camera. She booped the camera. Step 1, identify language. It looked like Chinese for a sec. There was a lot of like kanji in there. But yeah. There was a lot of kanji. So I thought it was Chinese for a sec. Oh shit. Yo, Oofy. Thank you for the huge raid. Yo, what up? What up, Raiders? How you doing? We're just watching. We're just chilling. We're just hanging out. Watching some Haru Urara. Welcome, Raiders. Can I get a shout out for Oofy? Thank you so much. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? How's your Cancer Cup going? How was your stream? That was a horse dab. I know, Hans. Is that the Oofy? That is the one and only. The one and only. Giving her a bunch of carrots here, Haru Urara. They're taking a bunch of pictures. She looks pretty friendly. They say that Haru Urara is not very friendly to humans, but she looks pretty friendly. She looks like she was pretty friendly, right? Just wasting my time trying for a 9-star turf. That's crazy, dude. That's pretty tough. Oh, Oofy, you should try. I don't know. I mean, I'm not too sure if you know like the friend DB, this one over here, but there's like a new one called Chronogenesis. You might be able to find better parents from this site. I'll link it to you, but it's pretty good. Yeah, you can find like 9-star turf. Click red. Click turf. Click 9-star. Okay. Maybe you want some stamina. Start with like maybe a lower requirement, but you probably don't get 9 turf, 9 stamina. Search it up, and this site actually pulls from like top club Uma users or whatever. So without them having to submit it. It was actually pretty good. I was making chat, send me friend IDs. Yeah, no, this site is pretty good. This site's pretty good. Beats29, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, this one's really good. It has a lot of utility. Does this one on this overlap with the old one, or have you yet to use 2 sites? Well, okay, so the idea behind this one, okay, so umamusume DB, the reason or like how this works is that someone has to manually go into here, right? They have to click and enter their trainer ID and then enter their UMA and all their little specifications manually, right? This site, apparently what it does is that it takes the top club members, like, you know how there's ranking clubs, there's ranks in clubs, right? I think it's the top 3,000 clubs, and just has all their UMAs and their friend IDs and everything sort of registered. So it takes the data itself. And so like No one needs to update. No one needs to be like, oh, I forgot to say that I'm full on my friends list or whatever. It's all just over here, and it's all accurate too. And because it takes it from the top club members, you know, they're usually pretty good. So. Cancer prep, is that why you're bald? Not yet. I need to cut my hair more. Blessed be the whale directory. Yeah, it's basically the whale friends. It's the whale friends, yeah. It's better to use both of the sides to get the best of both worlds. Thanks for explaining. Yep, pretty much. I mean, like, if you can't find it on one, try the other. Basically is what it comes down to. Bro, this horse is hairy and furry as hell. I've never seen a furry ass horse. I've never seen a more furry horse. Wow. I guess it's winter? I wonder if it's winter time. She really wants those carrots, dude. She loves them carrots. She loves them carrots. Right, I forgot to mention that I got first on the Group A Gemini Cup with 30% win rate, 1100 long A gold show, just because I was against 5N closer with the equivalent speed and stamina less than 2000. None had straightaway spurt. Hey, man, you got first in Group A. Congrats, dude. Congrats. Brandon, you should check out Clydesdale horses. What are Clydesdale horses? What else does she do? Anything? Does she do a flip? Does Haru do a flip? Oh, the boop. That's the biggest moments are whenever she boops the camera. That's pretty much it. Rest in peace, Haru. All right. Well, I'll give you the link, and then we move on. Rip. Rest in peace, our beloved horse daughter. Uma Acapella. What is this? What is this one? Acapella. Okay. God damn, Durandal's fucking crazy. Just randomly. Okay. This is my Hishi Miracle outfit too. I like this one. It's so cute. And there's Dance of Flame, dude. Dance of Flame 1. When is Dance of Flame coming out? This is the latest Umamusume event? Is it? It's pretty cool. Umakapella. Yeah, Calzone Lido, Durandal, Hishi Miracle, KS Miracle, and Dance of Flame. Very, very cool. Very sweet. Wow. Just randomly super good song. Damn. Very, very cool acapella number. Next year, rare Dance of Flame sighting. I know, she just kind of appeared out of nowhere. It's kind of crazy. What's this? Black Caviar Royal Ascot win. This Aussie horse that Sketchy mentioned is bigger than Hishi Akebono and one of the world's best sprinters, winning 25 races from 25 starts. So perfect record. 15 of them G1s. Her win at the Royal Ascot is her most impressive and one of the closest. After the race, it was discovered that she had sustained a grade 4 tear of the quadriceps and a grade 2 tear of the sacroiliac during the race. She's number 11 in the race. Dang. Oh no.
Keep away from all the other
number 11.
if she wants to. She gets
it's good to know.
Pattern of
let's take a look.
Ruffle of the hair then from Glenn Darrington.
Acapella event so pure, I know. Crazy. Where did the boop go?
I mean,
we already got the boops. The boops are there.
She's going to go off an odds-on favorite.
Sacroiliac. Sacroiliac. What did I say?
Rock last year's winner goes forward.
Sacroiliac. Sacroiliac.
Cup as a race that stops a nation. This is a mare that has 2 nations agog.
I added it.
Scene in Melbourne. Everybody watching. They're loading up the last few.
You already added what?
Cheers from the crowd as Black Caviar is installed safely.
It has to process.
Some of them are getting restless. Moonlight Cloud is going to go forward now.
What's with huge horses being amazing sprinters? I don't know. Maybe it's like a power game. and so you need like big ass muscles.
Starter holding them. Society Rock is just rearing. A couple of them very edgy.
Oh, there they go.
Singing the Golden Jubilee. And Black Caviar's got away to a good start.
Bro, can I get some more pixels? When was this race? When was this? 13 years ago? Okay, fair. Fair.
Jimmy Styles, followed by Escalave, and further back then is Restia D'Argent. Moonlight Cloud takes up a position in the middle of the field from the checker. Pastoral Player is further back in the field. They're followed.
I can't read the numbers though.
Red Rock is out the back and company with.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, 13. That. The black one with the pink.
As they race up now towards halfway and further
Hold
back
on.
in the field. They're followed then by Krypton.
Was that it?
Red Rock is out the back and company with
number 11. Okay, he is kind of. He do be kind of thick. That is number 11, right? Bro, these the frame by frame.
Then Sirius Prospect, who's at the tail of the field as they race up now.
I thought we had 1080 by then. 13 years ago.
Black Caviar ambling up on the near side in third. They're a length to Escalave, followed by Krypton Factor and Jimmy Stars.
The guy looks kind of big too. I ain't gonna lie. But damn, look at that horse.
And further back is Genki. But as they come up now onto the course proper, 2 furlongs left to go. Soul is the leader.
That's
now
a big
Mullen
horse.
starts to shake the reins.
Imagine this is not even the right horse. I can't tell.
Black Caviar, she starts to move up on the near side. She
Okay,
draws level
no,
now with
that
a
is her.
furlong left to go. Now he says
That do
go
be
on
her.
there. She gets about a half length in front of Soul. Restia D'Argent, Moonlight
Let's
Cloud
go,
coming home
Black
fast.
Caviar.
Black Caviar in front with 100 yards left to go.
Oh my
Here's
God.
Restia D'Argent and Moonlight Cloud. He eases up near the line. Here's Moonlight
Wow.
Cloud. It's tight. Black Caviar and Moonlight. He eases up near the line.
Damn, dude. It's crazy just like how much he just needs to hang on. You know what I mean? Holy.
Here's Moonlight Cloud. It's tight. Black Caviar and Moonlight Cloud in a photo.
Big ass horse.
In third, then Restia D'Argent, followed by Soul.
That guy got extra blocking, extra size, extra power. You got the Monopoly man here.
He has eased near the line, and this is tight. This
Damn.
is very, very tight indeed.
Nah, he definitely won it. He
Black
definitely won it.
Caviar
He absolutely won it.
flashing home down the outside.
That was really
Cloud
close though.
as they race towards the line. Oh,
Yeah, that's 100%.
she might have just got the bobbin.
Dang, by it like
She's
a
got
nose.
there. She has.
By a nose, dude. Crazy. What a crazy win. Is she better than Winx? That's the question. Uncle Pennyworth on the track. What is this? Holy shit, we got horse 3, horse 4, horse 5. This horse can actually understand me speaking English.
Back. Does that make you happy?
No.
It doesn't.
He's mad because I'm eating an apple. No, you're mad that I'm eating an apple.
What are you doing? Drop it. Coochie sniffer.
Gonna go home.
Look at his grin. Your horse suddenly speaks English when he times to go home.
Tristan, show Callahan that you can splash bigger. Come on. Show him. Yeah.
I'm like so hungry I could eat a horse.
Henry! Henry! Betsy! Hi!
Oh. That's cute.
Yes.
Blip.
Pablo, I'm going to sell you to the Amish if you don't stop.
Peanut, your friends are back.
He stopped. Pablo, actually listen. Horses definitely understand English. I mean, they probably understand some form of command. Oh, dude, yeah. No, we've seen this too. Oh, shit. Crazy. Dude, wait. That wasn't just that one horse? They actually do? Like, a lot of them do this? What? I mean, you probably trained them how to do that, but that's crazy. Oh, wait. Is he hugging her with his neck? He's probably going to hit his head on the way out. Okay. Wow. Holy huge. Aww. probably really dirty. Oh. It does seem like they're giving a hug. Damn. Cute. If people can deal with dog smell, dogs don't smell that much. These are the horse girls I keep hearing about. Video unavailable.
This is not a normal speed bump. It is.
I was like, wait, what is that? It's not a normal speed bump? What is it? Trimming horse's tail.
Believe it or not, horses actually need regular tail trims.
I've seen this, yeah.
Most of the time, people only snip off a tiny bit, which means they have to trim it pretty often. Some stables even trim every horse's tail once a month or more. Now you might wonder, why not just leave it alone? Let it drag on the ground? Well, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, why
If
not?
a horse's tail is constantly dragging, it'll get super dirty, tangled, and gross. And if left untrimmed,
Races tend to
a
need
horse's
a
tail can grow up to
harsher
8 to 2
temperament.
inches long.
So that's why it's
At
not
that
them
point,
usually like
it's
this?
basically a tripwire attached to the horse. One wrong step and
What
they
do you
could
mean,
literally
usually?
trip over themselves. And if you look at an x-ray of a horse's tail, you'll see that
I'm
the
glad it
actual
specified that the
tailbone
mare
isn't
was
even
hot.
that long. It's
What
all
the
just
fuck?
hair. So then why not just cut it really short?
Damn, it's
Like,
really
chop
thick.
it off halfway and be done with it? Turns out, there's a reason we don't. Horse tails aren't just for looks. They're an important tool for swatting away flies and bugs. So the trick is to trim them just right. Not so long they drag, but
God damn.
not so short they can't, but not
Life must be hard for that horse.
so long they drag, but not so short they can't flick away pests.
Crazy ass hair. Fabio horse. Bro, how many? Wait, these are the ones that got denied. Okay, friends with horses. If I saw this one, I'm gonna skip it. Okay, I don't think I've seen this one. I actually don't think I've seen this one. Oh. Oh my god, that dog is crazy. The dog is so low to the ground. Oh. He's got him by the lip. He's trying to eat him. Yeah, I'm not too sure why it's all the same songs. That's cute though. Meisho Doggo. Kodo Steak 2021 Melody Lane. Melody Lane number 3, 780 pounds. Same horse who watched Silver Sonic fake death. Her story is smallest horse win GRA races. She's debuted with 330 kilos. Her average weight between 330 and 360 kilos. Normal horses are usually 450 to 500 kilos, so she's lightweight. If she become umamusume, I'm sure she's like 4'5" height, smaller than Nishino Flower. Nishino Flower IRL weight was 420 to 440 kilos. Damn. Melody Lane and her running partner. Damn, she is small. What the fuck? That horse is real small.
メロディーレーン積極的に前の方でレースを進めています。このところ10番手
Wow, you got a
11
white
番手が
one.
多かったメロディーレーンなんですが、気分よく
Number
いっているのではないでしょうか。
3 Melody
今日は久しぶりに
Lane
岩田未来とのタッグコンビ復
Right
活
here.
ということになります。大西モナーク先頭2馬身のリードで2番手にサウンドバーニング、そして
Stay
こ
Gold
こにいま
Blood
し
in
た
her.
メロディーレーンが3番手です。
It-
今日は
how much did Stay Gold weigh?
デビュー以来最高の体重、前走よりも10キロ体重を増やしています。それから6番のウォーターパルフェがいて、あ、メロディーレーンの後ろに白にですね、
メロディーレーン
の後ろに白になかなかいいアングルであります。第3コーナ
Yeah,
ー
I'm
から
gonna
第
put
4
the
コーナ
TikTok shot
ー、その
here.
外側から8番のリーブ
There you
ル。
go.
さあ第4コーナーを回って最初のホームストレッチに入ってきます。 先週この芝の 3000m 弟のタイトルホルダーはここを勝って菊花賞馬になりました。1週間後お姉ちゃんがこの 3000m を走ります。現在前から3頭目、現在前から3頭目です。そして今日は重賞がないんですが、阪神
This looks like a very peaceful, brisk walk. This doesn't seem like a race for some reason. I don't know why. There's like no cheer, there's no fanfare. It's so peaceful.
あっと流星が見えました。顔の半分、こちら側半分が白
She do be really small.
というチャームポイントのメロディーレーン。今岩田未来はちょっと
First lap in a long race. What is this track?
最高の馬体重で4ヶ月ぶりの出走ということになります。これから
Kota Stakes.
上面に向かっていくところでウォーターパルフェが仕掛けて3番手
3,000 meter race during pandemic. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
それからウォーターパルフェ、その後ろにメロディーレーン、そして相変わらずそこにぴったりと2番のシロニーがくっついています。
No, she do be really small.
シロニー、そしてアイドルホースのメロディーレーンというもう
Stego was less than 450 kilos?
それから
Really?
リーブルがいて、
Interesting.
後方1回見ておきましょうか。10番のエクセレントミスズ、11番の北サンバルカンがいて、7番のヒーリングマインド、それから白い帽子、
ヒーリングマインド、
最後方から9番の上昇ムード、こういう体勢です。
ヒーリングマインド。
早くも各馬が第3コー
That's
ナ
a
ーを
crazy
迎えてい
name.
ます。相変わらずメロディーレーンは4番手。
All is social
先
distancing.
頭からは大体まだ4馬身から5馬身の圏内。白ニーが内をついて上がってくる。まだ余裕があるか。メロディーレーン、今日が25戦目。
メロディーレーン。
上げることになるか。おっと前。
Oh, she's making a move.
3番手まで上がって600を通過。さあここからどうなる。先頭4番の大勢モナーク、まだ2馬身がある。お、2番手に上がってきたメロディーレーン。そして歓声が上がって
Melody Lane, second place. Inside track. How is she going to move past the first place? Oh, wait. She got it. She's got it. Oh, that's a big ass white horse, though. Wow. That other horse is like a giant compared to her. Nice. No music. Normandy Farm, the owner, was scared when she's retired and became a broodmare because of her tiny size. Bowling can be cruel sometimes. Did she end up being a broodmare? Is that she is really small? She do be a small horse. A very small horse. Very, very small. Nice. Good win. Saiyan Sky, the ugly duckling of a golden generation. What is this? Is this a whole ass video? 23 minutes? Should we watch this? Fuck it. Let's just watch it. Saiyan Sky, the ugly duckling of a golden generation. Let's take a look.
Once upon a time at a breeding ranch in Hokkaido, a young foal was born on April 26, 1995. The newborn was unremarkable to say the least. His body was frail, thin, and unbalanced.
Oh my god.
The color of his coat was dull, and his heritage was so plain that nobody expected anything of him. In the eyes of the horse owner, these qualities made him so unattractive that most people would completely overlook his existence. And to be honest, why wouldn't they? Not only was he lacking in good racing traits, but the reputation of his birthplace was also questionable. This foal was the product of a declining mass production breeding ranch belonging to the Nishiyama family. In the past, Nishiyama Ranch was flourishing as the largest single mass production breeding facility, with 250 mares birthing about 200 foals every year. But as time passed and the demand for elite thoroughbreds rose, the quality of the ranch's horses steadily declined. Nishiyama Ranch became plagued with bloated management costs, poor performance of the offspring, and the inability to bring in strong stallions. It goes without saying that the ranch's reputation for thoroughbred production plummeted. To make matters worse, the founder of Nishiyama Ranch, Masayuki Nishiyama, was suffering from Parkinson's disease, and it was discovered that the ranch omitted 2.2 billion yen of income on their taxes in 1994. The son, Shigeyuki Nishiyama, was forced to take over, and he completely overhauled the ranch's production strategy in 1996. Faced with massive debt, he sold off a majority of the breeding mares, stallions, and foals for pennies. On average, a thoroughbred foal sold for roughly 37 million yen back in 96. Nishiyama Ranch sold each foal for a measly 400 to 600,000 yen. All of them sold within a single day, except for 3. One of the unsold foals was Seiyun Sky, the ugly duckling of our story.
Rip.
After downsizing the ranch, 200...
It seems funny to hear, but Nathan was mentioning this too a lot on the podcast. Apparently, people really take into consideration the looks of the horse. I don't know. It seems to always be a comment. It's like, yeah, this horse was ugly as fuck. You know, that's like a significant bullet point.
Almost all stallions had been sold off, including one of their top producing stallions, Sheriff Star. Sheriff Star was a moderately successful racehorse from Great Britain, with 4 wins in graded races and 2 of them being G1. Seiyun Sky was one of the last few foals produced by Sheriff Star before he retired from breeding and was sold off. Luckily, Sister Mill, Seiyun Sky's mother, was still being kept at Nishiyama Ranch, so she was able to give the growing foal love and attention. Interestingly, Sister Mill has no racing record on account of illness and leg pain during her younger years.
Why Twitch is so laggy? I'm not dropping any frames.
So it's quite endearing that the ranch was not willing to separate her from her son. When Seiyun Sky was 2 years old, Kazutaka Yasuda arrived at Nishiyama Ranch looking to adopt a colt for his father's stable. Kazutaka had just gotten his training license the year before. His options were extremely limited, but he found a foal descended from Hyperion, the most successful British sire of the 1940s and 50s, and on the mother's side was the famous Canadian racehorse Northern Dancer. Kazutaka thought there could be some potential there, but he didn't expect too much to come out of it, as those horses were from 5 generations ago, and the bloodline has been greatly diluted with unremarkable horses. On a whim, he decided to adopt this colt, simply because he wanted a male with black hair to balance out the horses at Yasuda's stable. On October 1st, 1997, Seiyun Sky was brought to Yasuda stable to begin training. Even at 2 years old, Seiyun Sky's body was slow to mature compared to a typical...
Some of it is looks, some of it is people looking for signs of good or bad physical constitution to indicate their racing ability. I see, that makes sense.
Horse. His figure was flat and lean, so it didn't seem like he had strong muscles worthy of a champion horse. The trainers noted that he didn't have any qualities that would stand out as good or bad. At best, they saw him as an average horse. Nevertheless, Kazutaka Yasuda continued to train Seiyun Sky because at the very least he would gain experience as a trainer. However, things started to change as Seiyun Sky got older. When he was nearing 3 years old, Seiyun Sky's body started gaining more muscle mass and filling out a wider frame. His sudden change surprised everybody at Yasuda stable. The staff started clamoring about how, this is it, he's starting to show his true form. Kazutaka was especially surprised and excited for the horse's future as a...
He has a very weird coat, Seiyun Sky. He's like dark with patches of gray.
Racer. Just like humans, not all horses grow at the same rate. Seiyun Sky was just a late bloomer. Kazutaka stated he didn't want to rush the process, so he decided to wait and let Seiyun Sky's body continue developing. Most horses have their debut race between the ages of 2 and 3. Seiyun Sky did not have his debut until he was approaching 4 years old. The day of his racing debut finally came on January 5th, 1998 at the 1600-meter Nakayama track with Takeshi Tokuyoshi on the saddle. Being that it was his first race ever, Seiyun Sky was slow leaving the gate, but he managed to catch back up and even took the lead position before the halfway mark. Then, after leaving the final corner, Seiyun Sky broke away from the pack and left everybody behind.
Damn, dude, they're not even trying.
He continued running faster and putting more distance between himself and the other competitors.
That's
he was
crazy.
a full second and about 5 to 6 lengths in front of the next horse when he crossed the finish line. His next race would be at the 2,000-meter Junior Cup, where he absolutely overwhelmed the competition by finishing 5 lengths ahead of second place. However, just before the race began, something hit Seiyun Sky's rear when he stopped in front of the gate. Like many new racehorses, he was unacclimated to the starting gate and had a tendency to stop right before entering it. Kazutaka's assistant trainer,
bro, he was about to kill someone.
Aoyagi, affirms that ever since then, Seiyun Sky hated the gate and would cautiously approach it in fear of getting hit. After the race, Kazutaka admitted, "This horse is the real deal. I think we have a good chance at the classics." On another note, one night in August of 2020, Shigeyuki Nishiyama confessed in a drunken tweet,
"I'm a little drunk, so I'm riding it." On January 5th, 1999, when Seiyun Sky tore off a new horse and won, he said, "Hey, where's Sheriff Star now? I scrapped it at the end of last year. When he easily won the Junior Cup, he said, I'm no longer in this world. The frustration when I received the call was hard to write." What? What? Hold on. tore off a new horse?
That Seiyun Sky's father was euthanized and no longer of this world around the same time that they won the Junior Cup.
Rip.
Prior to the race, everyone thought that Sheriff Star was an unsuccessful sire, since none of his offspring accomplished anything. Sadly, he wasn't able to live long enough to see his son's amazing achievements, and only after his death did people praise Sheriff Star for producing a foal that would eventually grow into becoming a beautiful racehorse. About a month and a half after the Junior Cup, Seiyun Sky would race against his generational rivals for the first time at the G2 Yayoi Show on March 8, 1998. At the start of the race, Seiyun Sky immediately took to the front and quickly claimed the lead position while Special Week and King Halo remained in the center of the pack. Once everyone entered the final straight, Seiyun Sky quickly pulled ahead and gained a significant lead on the other horses.
She got the
He was
rod.
about 2 lengths ahead of everyone else when all of a sudden, Special Week's velocity drastically increased. With less than 100 meters to the finish, Special Week flew like a shooting star and passed Seiyun Sky right before he arrived at the finish line.
Oh,
The
no.
Yayoi Show is one of 2 trial races, and its top 3 finishers are granted entry to compete in the Satsuki Show. This means
Main
that Special
character.
Week, Seiyun Sky, and King Halo will be going head-to-head once again in the first race for the Classic Triple Crown series. After the loss at the Yayoi Show, Takeshi Tokuyoshi was replaced by Norihiro Yokoyama. Yokoyama-san would be on the saddle for the remainder of Seiyun Sky's career. His ability as a new jockey will be tested at the Satsuki Show on April 19, 1998. Seiyun Sky was slow leaving the gate during the first round of the Classic Triple Crown. He was stuck around 4th place during the early race, but was able to recover and took the 2nd position by the halfway point. During the final corner, both Seiyun Sky and King Halo lined up with one another and passed the lead horse, with Special Week chasing after them. All 3 would break away from the group in the final stretch, and the race became a 3-way battle between rivals.
Mr. Taco Bro sub, thank you for the prime sub. Thank you.
King Halo and Special Week at half-length intervals between each other. His victory at the Satsuki Show was a huge deal for everyone on the team. It was the first victory in the classics for jockey Yokoyama, the first G1 win for the newbie trainer Kazutaka, and the first time a stallion claimed victory in a classic Triple Crown race for Nishiyama family. Shigeyuki exclaimed that he was so delighted and grateful to Seiyun Sky for this victory while his father was still alive.
Thank you so much,
He
dude.
was worried that this might be the last classic race his father would be able to attend, since his health was rapidly declining. A month and a half later, the contest for the 2nd crown at the Tokyo Yushun began with both of Seiyun Sky's rivals in attendance. When the race began, an out-of-character King Halo quickly claimed the front position, with Seiyun Sky chasing after him. Seiyun Sky eventually surpassed King Halo just before the final corner, but as everyone made a mad dash for the finish line, Special Week emerged from the middle of the group and started overtaking every horse
Special
in his
Week.
pack. Not only did Seiyun Sky lose the Special Week once again, but 2 additional horses managed to overtake him as well.
Damn, Special Week really does have just main character protagonist energy.
Unfortunately, Seiyun Sky finished in 4th place at the Tokyo Yushun. Afterwards, Seiyun Sky returned to Nishiyama Ranch and spent all of summer resting and preparing for the last race of the Triple Crown. The Kika Show requires participants to earn their spot by performing well in one of several trial races. Most racers would use the Kyoto Shinbun Cup as their trial race, but since that race was only 2 weeks before the Kika Show, Shigeyuki decided to not even bother earning the right to run in the Kika Show and would just pay money to enter it instead. Since he won a ton of money from the Satsuki Show, Shigeyuki would rather spend the extra cash to have a more relaxed racing schedule. Rather than sit around and wait, the team enters Seiyun Sky into the Kyoto Daishoten, which is limited to horses 4 years old and older. Seiyun Sky had just turned 4 earlier that year. Unlike the Kyoto Shinbun Cup with 16 competitors, the Daishoten only had 7 participants, and Seiyun Sky was the youngest of them all. Some notable horses he would be racing against were Meijiro Bright and Stay Gold, who were both 5 years old at the time. Seiyun Sky
Stay
bolted
Gold was
right
in this
out of the gate
generation
as soon as
too.
it opened. His starting pace was so fast, you'd think he was running in the last leg of a race. Before even arriving at the first corner, Seiyun Sky had already put over 2 lengths of distance between the other horses. By the time he exited the corner, Seiyun Sky was so far out in front that no other horse was anywhere near him. At one point, he was 10 lengths ahead of 2nd place during this race. However, he started slowing down as he was approaching the final corner. The older, more experienced riders noticed his change of pace and quickly increased theirs to catch up. They were all tightly grouped up as they turned the last corner. Everyone must have thought that Seiyun Sky burnt himself out running so fast so early. Little did they know, Yokoyama-san intentionally had Seiyun Sky slow down to conserve his energy and fool the other racers. As everyone entered the final straight, Seiyun Sky burst forward and accelerated once more. He quickly escaped the pack, but Meijuro Bright was still brimming with energy. He ferociously chased after Seiyun Sky. Although Meijuro Bright was gaining ground, there was simply not enough distance remaining for him to steal the win. Seiyun Sky crossed the finish line one head's length in front of Meijuro Bright. A month after the Kyoto Daishoten, Seiyun Sky entered the gate for the longest race in the Classic Triple Crown series on November 8th. He quickly made his way to the front and gradually increased his pace until he was several lengths ahead of the group. One opponent chased after Seiyun Sky, but the pace was too quick and he eventually returned to the other competitors. Similar to the previous race, Seiyun Sky had an incredible lead during the middle leg. Yokoyama-san employed the same tactic of running away early.
I don't know why Seiyun Sky didn't just use an alarm clock.
But this time, he was careful to not reduce his pace so much that the competition would take notice. Just as he planned, no one realized that they had slowed down and none were trying to catch up to him. With their scheme underway, the bait was set and Seiyun Sky waited patiently like an angler anticipating his next bite. Upon entering the final corner, Seiyun Sky was about 4 lengths ahead of the rest. The other racers probably thought that Seiyun Sky would burn out at the end because none of them bothered to close the distance. Even after exiting the final turn, he was still 2 to 3 lengths ahead of the group. The time to reel in the big fish was now. Seiyun Sky accelerated towards the finish and increased his lead even further. All the dumbfounded jockeys could not believe their eyes. They had completely misjudged the lead horse. Everyone commanded their respective horses to dash after Seiyun Sky, but it didn't matter how fast they ran. He was too far ahead. In the battle between Seiyun Sky and Special Week for the Double Crown, Seiyun Sky finished 3.5 lengths in front of Special Week. Not only did he manage to deceive every opponent in the Kika show, but Seiyun Sky would also set a new course record at 3 minutes and 3.2 seconds. Our little ugly duckling has finally grown up to become a beautiful Double Crown swan. At the end of every year, fans gather and vote on their favorite horses to race in the yearly Arima Kinen. Naturally, the #1 favorite for this year is none other than Seiyun Sky. However, this year's Arima Kinen participants were ridiculously stacked. Every single one of Seiyun Sky's opponents has achieved multiple graded wins, and most had more mature bodies with extensive racing experience. It would not be an exaggeration to say.
Damn, Machikana Fukukitaru, Air Groove, Grass Wonder, Stay Gold, Meijuro Bright, I think? Seiyun Sky, King Halo, Metro Dober.
The Arima Kinen of 1998 has some of the strongest horses of the last 3 years. Just as he ran in the previous 2 races, Seiyun Sky quickly took the lead position and continued to swiftly run until he was ahead by almost 5 lengths during the middle section of the race. But his opponents were too strong and would not be so easily tricked. Meijuro Dober, Air Groove, Grass Wonder, Stay Gold, Machikane Fukukitaru, King Halo, Meijuro Bright, and every other horse in the race
Grass Wonder's so
after
distinctive.
Seiyun Sky and quickly caught up before the final corner. Then, as every horse sprinted towards the finish at the home stretch, Grass Wonder, Meijuro Bright, and even Stay Gold managed to pass Seiyun Sky moments before he crossed the finish. Kazutaka would later go on to say that they avoided running on the inside track because the Nakayama course was in bad shape that day. In hindsight, Kazutaka wonders if Seiyun Sky would have performed better than 4th place if they had just let him run as he usually does instead of forcing him to the outside. Before the end of the year, it was decided that Seiyun Sky, who was considered as personal property of Masayuki Nishiyama, would be sold to Nishiyama Ranch for tax purposes. Once the legal paperwork was done, the jockey's uniform would change from yellow with green stripes to yellow with purple stripes. On a side note, horses with the title of Seiyun and Nishino are technically both owned by Masayuki Nishiyama and would later be inherited by Shigeyuki Nishiyama after his father's passing in 2004. On paper, horses with the title of Nishino are held by the Nishiyama Ranch, while horses with the title of Seiyun are considered as personal property of the Nishiyamas. Seiyun Sky and the team would take a break during the new year for almost 4 months. Their next race after the Arima Kinen would be at the Nikkei show on March 28, 1999. Joining them in this race would be Seiyun Area, Seiyun Sky's half-brother. Strangely, Seiyun Sky did not immediately take to the front. Instead, he casually chased after the lead while holding the 2nd position until just before the last corner.
That's what I was saying, Sky doesn't really match her appearance or jockey jersey that much.
Turn and came out in front. Afterwards, he proceeded to rush to the goal and finished 5 lengths ahead of his brother.
She's a pretty weird gray horse.
The 2 brothers came out as the top 2 finishing horses that day. Seiyun Sky's next race would be at the Spring Tenno Show, where he'd face off against familiar faces once more. Unlike most of his previous races, Seiyun Sky was not able to get a significant lead at any point in time during this race. All of his opponents stayed close, and at the final leg of the race, Seiyun Sky was passed by Special Week and Meijuro Bright, causing him to finish in 3rd place. After the
Dang.
race, the team would break for another 3 months and enter Seiyun Sky in the G2 Sapporo Kinen on August 22nd. This race would be a battle between two Double Crown horses, with Seiyun Sky pitted against Phalaenopsis, the filly's Double Tiara winner. Coming off of a long break, Yokoyama decided to let Seiyun Sky run however he pleased for this race, which resulted in him staying towards the back half of the pack. After passing the halfway mark, Seiyun Sky began accelerating to the front and lined up with the lead horse by the time
Is he
they
gonna
left
hit
the
the
last
rod?
corner. Then he just
What the
took
fuck is
off
that
running.
icon?
Phalaenopsis was coming from the far outside and desperately chased after him, but it wasn't enough. The Double Crown Stallion proved his strength and claimed victory over the Double Tiara mare. 2
Damn.
months later, he was entered into the Fall Tenno
Ooh.
Show, where he would compete against his rivals one last time on October 31st. There was an ominous feeling in the air that day when the team brought Seiyun Sky out to the track. There's a saying that you know your body best, and Seiyun Sky definitely knew something was not right.
I don't think he won a
irritable
race,
and
dude.
tense. When brought to his gate, he refused to go in and even started kicking behind him. It startled everyone, and they immediately started backing up. Receiving a direct kick to the chest from a horse can instantly stop the human heart. The staff members present had to blindfold Seiyun Sky and walk him backwards to an isolated area until all other competitors got clear. Everyone waited for him to enter the gate first before going in theirs. The entire process delayed the race by 7 minutes. When the race started, Yokoyama would have Seiyun Sky stay in the middle of the group, just like in the previous race. He remained there until passing the final corner. When he began to accelerate, Special Week was lined up next to him and also accelerating. There were 8 other horses in front of them, and although Seiyun Sky managed to pass 3 of them, it wasn't enough, and he finished in 5th place, while Special Week claimed 1st. Afterwards, a dispute
Special
broke
Week
out
the
between
GOAT.
the committee member and the jockey for the gate incident earlier. Yokoyama claims that he didn't understand why the starting staff member was having him enter the gate sideways instead of directly behind, while the staff person argued that he gave no such
That guy's fault.
instructions. In the end, Seiyun Sky would be suspended for 1 month from racing, but as it turns out, that was the least of their problems. After the Fall Tenno Show, it was discovered that Seiyun Sky had developed flexor tendonitis, so he returned back home to Hokkaido and took a long break to recover.
Oh no.
Horses with flexor tendonitis
Oh yeah, he's gray as hell now.
essentially have no hope of a full recovery. But the team didn't want to end Seiyun Sky's career in this manner. He had rivals to beat and glory to be claimed. They didn't want to squander his abilities by having him retire early and disappoint the fans. They believed that Seiyun Sky would make a miraculous comeback someday. A year and a half later, Seiyun Sky returned to the Spring Tenno Show on April 29, 2001. All of
Really?
his rivals had already retired the previous year, while Seiyun Sky would have to compete against a new generation climbing a familiar road to the top.
Okay.
Seiyun Sky immediately took the lead for his comeback race. It
Damn,
seemed as if not
Alberto.
a day has passed since his prime as he ran vigorously out in front. He left all other racers in his wake, except for one horse that ran by his side. You could hear the crowd roar in excitement as all the horses ran past the audience during the first lap. Could it be that Seiyun Sky will actually make a miraculous return to the track? Sadly, that sort of thing only happens in fairy tales. Once everyone crossed
with
the halfway
Tokai
mark, Seiyun Sky began to slow down. The incredible lead against his opponents started getting smaller.
Rip.
He was slowly falling behind as every horse in the race passed him one by one.
Damn.
Before even reaching the final corner, Seiyun Sky fell down to last place.
No.
As every competitor rounded the turn, Seiyun Sky was so far behind, you couldn't even see him on camera anymore.
Damn.
When every horse crossed
Washed,
the finish line, far in the distance, you can see Seiyun Sky had barely just finished exiting the turn. He finished in 12th place and a full 16 seconds behind the winning horse, TM Opera O. Yokoyama-san immediately dismounted from Seiyun Sky the moment they crossed the goal. He was afraid that his partner had sustained some type of injury during the race. Members of the team rushed over to take Seiyun Sky and had him looked at, but nothing immediately stood out. After receiving a proper medical examination, it was determined that Seiyun Sky had injured his radius, so an official retirement was announced 2 months later in July of that year. Once he retired, Seiyun Sky moved to Arrow Stud Ranch in 2002 and began breeding activities. Unfortunately, he could not escape the prejudice of his poor pedigree, so offers for breeding mares were extremely low. Among his peers like Special Week, King Halo, and Grass Wonder, Seiyun Sky was the least desired stallion. Nishiyama Ranch had to resort to using their own mares for a majority of Seiyun Sky's partners. He was even paired up with Nishino Flower in 2002. They produced a filly, She was unable to win a single time out of 6 races.
Rip.
Seiyun Sky's 71 other foals would also be unsuccessful as racehorses. By 2007, Seiyun Sky would be moved back to Nishiyama Ranch and spend the rest of his life there. He retired as a breeding stallion in 2008 and would leisurely spend his days grazing in relaxation at the ranch. On August 8, 2011, while he was resting in his stable, Seiyun Sky suffered a heart attack, hit his head, and died instantly at the age of 16. He would be buried near the entrance to Nishiyama Ranch, next to Nishino Flower's tombstone. His gravestone reads, "Lightning that flashed through the blue sky, may it last forever." After his passing, Norihiro Yokoyama stated, "He was like a best friend. It's a strange thing to say that he has a human touch, but he was human-like." Kazutaka declared, "I will never forget this horse. I hope he lives a fulfilled second life, and may his offspring be well." Shigeyuki Nishiyama adds, "Seiyun Sky has taught me many things about horse racing and ownership. I will use this experience for the future. I want to cherish this horse in my heart for as long as I go on." Shigeyuki meant every word. He loved Seiyun Sky so much that he was willing to give Cygames the likeness rights for practically no money. He stated he did not want to profit from Seiyun Sky and let Cygames use the name for a measly 5,000 yen. Maybe it was because Yokoyama-san said that Seiyun Sky was like a best friend, that Shigeyuki had Seiyun Sky's character traits modeled after his own best friend, Yamasaki Juzo. Yamasaki-san was the author of popular manga like Fishing Fool's Diary and a huge fan of Seiyun Sky. He made sure to be present at Seiyun Sky's races and would always be ready to jump in for a commemorative photo. Most importantly, he loved fishing and would often take Shigeyuki on fishing excursions. Additionally, Shigeyuki and his daughter are both big fans of umamusume. His daughter plays the game and runs her own public circle with many other Seiyun Sky fans. Her profile representative is Seiyun Sky, while her support card is Nishino Flower. Shigeyuki is
that's cute.
Often interacting with fans on X, and even has pictures of himself posing in someone's itasha of
oh, wow, okay.
Seiyun Sky and Nishino Flower. Without a doubt, he is Seiyun Sky's biggest fan. Seiyun Sky may have been unremarkable at birth, but he grew to be an amazing double crown horse. For umamusume fans, Seiyun Sky has always been beautiful. We can all learn from his example. Outside appearances are insignificant. Your fate is not sealed by the circumstances of your birth. Don't sell yourself short, know your worth, and aim as high as you can. The sky's the limit, you know what I'm saying?
That was cute. That was cute. The card graphic is dope. That was actually really cool. It's cool that the owner is such a big fan. And it's kind of sad that the owner gets such a, I guess, a bad rap. Because they're like, oh, the Saiyan Sky owner is the reason why the horses aren't looted. Like, listen, I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable request for one. For two, it doesn't seem like, I don't know. I just feel like he doesn't deserve it, I guess. Oh my god, it's so fucking loud. Why can't I adjust the volume? Why can't I adjust the volume? Why can't I adjust the volume? Why can't I do it?
You're being a little dramatic. Put your head down. Eat the dog. Get him. Lugos.
Get him.
The dog. Good boy. How's it smell?
What the fuck?
It's not Kevin.
Was that even a horse?
Chocolate, what are you doing?
Escape artist, that's a skill.
Come on.
Yeah, I can see why I could consider his connection. I don't know if it's true or not, though.
He is trying to scratch me back, which I appreciate.
There he goes. Come on, you can do it. Oh, no. Pull it. Cecil, get back.
That's cute. What is this? Understanding no zone and front overtake theory for Cancer Cup. Oh shit. That looks cool. I need to be right back though. I'll also get some more ice. Give me a sec. Holy shit, this is too loud.
Mambo, mambo, omatsuri, mambo.
I'll be right back.
お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ、ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ、マンボマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ、ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ、マンボマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ、ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ、マンボマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ、ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ、マンボマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ、ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ、マンボマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ、ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ、マンボマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ、ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ、
Mambo.
Mambo, mambo, omatsuri.
All right. What do we got? Okay, let's watch Understanding No Zone and Front Overtake Theory for Cancer Cup. Okay, let's take a look. Charles at Victoria Frontier. Oh my god, it's 20 minutes. Let's see.
Corner overtake for frontrunners like a reliable option? Or is there something else that you actually need to be wary about? So we're going to take a look at this clip. So right now we proc like mild corners, escape artist. This is like 0.5 effect, right? Professor of Curvature, Tailhold High, that alone is a total of 1.0 target speed increase for at least 1.8 seconds. And what, a 0.65 for 3 seconds. Well, times 1.6. So this is a crazy amount of speed skills that proc on the third corner. And they stacked on top of each other as well.
Yeah.
But why is it that the Saiyans guy just fails to overtake? Is there something going on? What's actually, like, what caused the Saiyans guy to not be able to overtake?
True.
The answer lies...
Let's see what happens.
Failed.
What is the Saiyans guy doing?
Well.
Or the other one?
But why is it that the Saiyans guy just fails to overtake? Is there something going on? What's actually, like, what caused the Saiyans guy to not be able...
You only see escape artist.
...able to overtake?
Nothing before that. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
How many people are talking actually, like, what caused the Saiyans guy to not be able to overtake? The answer lies in the no zone. So not many people are talking about it because this is an actual, like, very obscure mechanic that not many people know about nor know how to apply. This is something that I study a lot in the JP environment, and yeah, it's relevant, but at the same time it's very difficult to control. The no zone, also known as the no overtake zone, or the difficult to overtake zone in Japanese, or simply normal mode in the umamusume race wiki. So like the in the umamusume race mechanic stock. So this is a mechanic that controls the lane movement of the umamusumes. Normal mode exists like anywhere on the track, but the no zone in particular is present in every single course, but only 200 meters before you enter the first corner. The first corner that you come in contact with. So on courses that doesn't have a corner, it's not going to happen. So right here, we are about 1250 meters remaining. And so we're going to go on the uphill, and at this moment, at around 33 seconds, we entered the no zone. Now, the behavior of the Umas is going to change. Everybody now is forced into normal mode, and they will have two things that happen to them. First of all, they will stop being able to move on the outside. So they will literally refuse to move outwards. Like, they can't move to the right. On this course, which is like a left turn, a left-handed, they will not move to the right. And the second thing that they do is that they will default to trying to move to the inner lane. This is a massive issue. This is a big deal. Very, very big deal for frontrunners.
Yeah, you can't overtake.
If you take a look at Tokyo 1600 meters, this isn't an issue in Tokyo 2400. This isn't an issue in Kyoto 3200. This is an issue on a shorter track, which is mile races, 1600 meters Tokyo. We only have two corners, right? So imagine that you try to overtake on a corner. What's that going to do to your Uma? If your Uma is right behind P1, so, okay, I'm going to use terminology here. P1 is position 1. P2 is position 2. Lane 1, lane 2, meaning the innermost lane, the second to innermost lane, and like lane 3, right? Etc. etc. I'm going to use some terminology here. Try to follow me. So right here, Saiyan Sky during the no zone. So the no zone ends right before we enter the third corner. So the second we enter the third corner, it ends, which is around here. So like
third corner being the first corner, I guess, right? Because it's always third and fourth corner. It's always like the last and the second to last.
Right at the very end of the downhill. This is the downhill. You see like the triangle here? So no zone ends around here. And so she's able to proc mile corners and escape artists because she's on like a corner, right? Escape artist procs randomly, but you get the point. Right now, due to no zone, she was forced to move towards the inner lane. Where was she like 10 seconds ago? She was right now we're not in the no zone. We're not in the no zone. Flagging. Okay. Right now we entered the no zone. Saiyan Sky is in P2, but very close to P1, right? She overtakes a little bit. And right now she is on lane 2 P1.
Sure.
They are side by side. But then because of them entering the no zone, she defaults. She enters normal mode and she
falls in line to lane 1.
And the second there's an opening in their inner rail that nobody is occupying, she is going to fall back into it. She's going to bank herself up to the rail. Yeah.
Rip.
Right there, like this. Just like this. So
not enough wit. No wit game.
We exit the no zone and enter the third corner while Saiyan Sky is in P2 lane 1. This is a massive issue. Let me show you what this means. So it's difficult to understand this without just actually drawing. So let me just forgive my terrible artwork. Let me just make this. All right. So we're going to use two colors. We're going to use red, and color 2 we're going to use blue. Right.
Okay.
So red and blue. We start from here. Red and blue. So let's take a look at this. Right here is corner 3.
Yeah.
Right here
Yep.
is corner 3, right? This is corner 3. I'm going to zoom it out. So we're going to use 2 colors to determine like the umas, right? We're going to use blue and also red. These are 2 umas on the field. Is blue clear? One second.
Is this so the commentary can call the horse's position? I'm not too sure. Holy shit. Bro, lots of beaver. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Bro, you always give so many, like, bits. Now you got 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Right now, I gotta say you're a better artist. I mean, it's, what, for mousing over on a screen? Come on.
I'm gonna use yellow, and you're gonna use red. So assuming that both of...
Thank you so much, lots of beaver, for the 5 gifted. Holy shit. W's in the chat for lots of beaver. Huge.
The umas run down like this. They proc 0 skills. They are completely like, you know, just side by side, right?
Okay. Yeah.
One of them is eventually going to bank into right here. Like the one at the back is going to bank into here. And so if this is required to overtake here.
Oh, okay.
What happens? If yellow is here and red is here, when we go down the 3rd corner, we exit no zone right here. Right here.
Okay. Sure. How many beavers is that?
We exit the no zone right here. And so this is the 3rd corner, right? C3.
Yes.
3rd corner, exit no zone here. The second we enter the no zone, the first UMA is right here. The second UMA is right here. We ignore the first UMA. We ignore the first UMA's skills. We just pretend that right now, second UMA has 1.0 speed skill target speed effect. So she massively increases like her target speed.
But she's blocked.
She is going to not have a clear shot because there's collision, right? She cannot. She's blocked. She's blocked. She cannot.
If you're blocked, you're blocked.
Out of the way.
If you're blocked, you're blocked.
To swerve out of the way. If she goes this way, the one in the inside will continue down like the inner course, right?
Yeah.
We're not assuming that the one on the inside, the red one, procs any speed skills. We're just assuming that this one needs to proc 1.0 target speed effect and attempt to overtake. What exactly? Which route is she taking? Like, look at this. Look at how bad this course is.
Yeah.
She has to take on the outside.
From a corner.
She has to attempt to overtake on the outside. And she's losing like this plus this distance, right? She's losing a bunch of distance. She's losing this much plus this much, just to attempt to overtake. And we're not even accounting for, you know, like the rest of the corner. There's still a massive area in the corner. So the inner rail, the one in the inner rail, will have an advantage on the in-course the entire time we walk down this. Whereas the one on the outside is going to struggle to overtake.
Yeah.
And eventually run out of speed and fall back down. She's going to land back inside because she runs out of target speed, and so she goes back to normal mode.
We'll fall back in line.
Overtaking is very expensive. I talked about what? In umamusume, overtaking is very expensive. I talked about what overtaking in the Yanumiteki video. I talked about different stuff. All I can say is you don't ever want to start your overtake right here. This spot, I need to give it a name. Like, no way I call it dead zone, right? Like I mean it's dead, but like no way you call it dead zone. That's so corny. I need to give it a name. You guys can give it a name in the comments. But like this spot that is right behind another Uma, like this spot, we need to give it a name, and we need to avoid it as much as possible. If you're playing frontrunner, especially
it's the cuck chair,
especially on CM3 1600 meters, there's no way that you want your Uma to be on this spot, because overtaking is expensive, and given that 1.0 speed skill doesn't even completely overtake. Like, this is a massive issue, bro.
The cook zone.
A 1.0 target speed effect in target speed increase was only able to bring her halfway through. So this is like speed increase. So she has to move on the outside.
Leah, go away. What the fuck? Why are you here?
Take a look at this. She has to go from lane 1 to lane 2, and then she has to use the remainder of her speed skills to overtake. But the problem is, opponent Saiyan's guy, during all this time, at the very last moment, procced Escape Artist. One skill that's random in the middle game defended all of that. It's painful. Like, it's just an issue. Now, like, the
Mods, can you give a shout out to Leah?
Other Saiyan Sky, P2 Saiyan Sky is pretty much just cooked because, well, there's no way to just completely overtake her after she procced Escape Artist, right? Normally, your opponent is going to buy corner skills. You are also going to buy corner skills, whether you're attacking or defending. It's still good to buy corner skills. But then the key takeaway here is that if you are a front runner from the very start of the game, this is 1,1050. Let me just let me just draw back the lines here. This is 200 meters. Around right here, 200 meter. Let's start. This 200 meters, no outer lane movement is going to be allowed. Like, no matter how many speed skills you proc, it's not going to move out. It's going to move you out starting from here. So, what we actually want to do.
So, I mean, I guess, like, what is the solution? You have to start overtaking before this sort of no zone, I guess, corner entry. You have to start overtaking somewhere here. Otherwise, if you try overtaking in the corner, you're in for a really bad time. Is that what it is?
If you want to win on the front runner, or if you want to more consistently get the rod as front runner, I'm told to not say things so adamantly. Like, just leave some leeway, because like there's room for interpretation on this. If you want to improve your consistency here, first of all, during this area, from say 1400, 1600, these 200 meters, after groundwork procs like 5 seconds into the game, you complete acceleration, right? If groundwork procs 5 seconds into the game, you complete your target speed acceleration on front runner. Like, it's 5 seconds, 5.09. And so you're running at like top speed, you're cruising at top speed right now. And then you will prop Leader's Pride around here. Leader's Pride is one of the skills that you want here.
Leader's Pride? Yeah, it's the skill. Oh, the velocity one, right? After 5 seconds. Okay, got it.
And then there is... Oh wait, I should probably explain like what is going on. So when Umas leave the gate, right? The Umas leave the gate. It's like let's just pretend like everybody is done accelerating. It's like 1, 2, 3. Let's just pretend they're like what, at most 4 Umas. One of them are like right here. So they're shuffling. You'll see them shuffling a lot from your CM runs. Like maybe what, green overtakes a little bit, and then yellow is in the inner rail, but she's lane 2 right now. It's just lane 2 green. Orange is still lane 2, and then blue is kind of like, blue just kind of falls behind, right? You know. And then if given the chance, green will insert herself into like the...
Holy shit. CK draws even the 500 bits. Drive-by cheer. Your YouTube vids help me a lot. Thanks. Yo, thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Lane 1, right? If given the chance, she'll do that. And so yellow, if you have what, Unyielding Spirit, you have
thanks so much, dude.
If you have Leader's Pride, you're going to proc, and then you're going to you're going to hold your inner rail position, and so green will stay on the outside. Leader's Pride, Unyielding Spirit is going to do this kind of stuff. Both of these skills are super good.
Okay.
So green won't be able to complete.
What is Unyielding Spirit? Because I know it's like the mile velocity skill. And I guess it's gonna activate same time as Leader's Pride. Accumulate time 5 seconds. Is overtake equals 1. You have at least one overtake target. But you have to be overtaking someone? That doesn't apply if you're the leader then, right?
Completely cover you, right? Once you guys enter the no zone, after a while, you know, like right here, she's actually going to like once you enter the no zone, around here, maybe you guys like fight for a little bit more. You guys go on the uphill. You guys go on the uphill right here. You guys go on the uphill right here. You lose. You win the power check. You power check them. You power dip them, and they fall back a little bit.
Okay.
By here, they are going to be.
It's kind of like sealed.
By here.
Right.
Meanwhile, orange by this time they're going to be right here. They're going to shuffle.
I'm curious to see if it does apply.
Right. Orange by this area around here.
And then the cuck zone.
He's going to already like be banked in the inner lane. And so green is going to be stuck on lane 2. As long as they're rubbing on each other, they're as long as P1 lane 1 yellow is holding the inner rail position from P2 lane 2 green will not have like an opening to stuff herself in, right?
So is she gonna stay in lane 2?
And so green, right now where our protagonist is green, green is going.
My new alert: whenever you raid, it's gonna be me. Whenever I say the cuck zone, what do you mean?
Going to stay on the outside. And by here, since orange exists, she is going to not be stuck at this spot. This is like
not in the cuck zone, not in the cuck chair. This is the cuck zone. Orange is stuck in the cuck chair. Green was able to stay on the out.
Dead zone, whatever. I don't know. You just make up a name, please. Well, like, it's impossible to recover for orange because orange outer lane is this. Like, if orange wants to do anything, she's gonna die. There's no way. But then if green wants to do anything, she's not. Since she's not here, she's on the lane 2. Lane 2, even though she's P2, lane 2 P2 going down here still has a shot, right?
It's now, good, right?
If
or no?
You stay afloat. If you have, if you say 1, don't be stuck on the inner rail, and 2, at the very least, like have a bunch of speed skills to burst right here. You're gonna proc like +4, you're gonna proc 4 skills, and then you're going to proc like freaking, like in the video, right? You skip the process of needing to go on the outside, and you complete the overtake because of your stronger speed skill. This is shorter. This is considerably shorter. If you're, I'm not saying it's a guaranteed overtake, but as long as you're in this spot, there's still a chance. After finishing this video, a lot of you, when going through matches and testing, is going to find out, yo, Charles is lying, what the fuck? You can't complete the overtake yet. Because, oh, Charles is lying, what the fuck? You can't complete the overtake yet. Because front runners is quite complicated, there's a lot of dice rolls going on. It is what it is, you can't completely overtake, and overtaking is really hard in terms of like, yeah. But I found out that, at least like in the no zone, or before the no zone, if you proc like Unyielding Spirit, and Leader's Pride is going to help you hold much better. Like right here, this area is like no zone Unyielding Spirit proc, right? And then you enter the game and maybe you luck sack a fucking escape artist and you go crazy, you just dart out of the inner rail and then you just overtake. Because there's also the other situation where you as a yellow, you proc a speed skill here, proc a straightaway speed skill here, and you separate yourself from the group. You separate yourself from the group. Now right now you're here, and green is gonna eventually bank it. She's going to. And then what? Orange is just killed. Orange is killed. Where? Orange is dead.
So basically, I mean, if you really think about it, this is a good case to have like 3 front runners. If you're playing front runners, have 3, because then you can manufacture a front runner to sit in the cuck zone so that 2 of your other front runners can be in the non-cuck zone, right? To avoid the cuck chair and then overtake in the last corner.
It takes a bit of time for you guys to figure this out.
You build the cuck cushion.
I'll try to explain this better, but I think that in conclusion, power diff affects this. Unyielding spirit, leader's pride, straightaway skills affects this area. Whoever
stack the cuck zone
touches whoever gets lane 1 P1 here has a massive advantage. And then whoever hugs in a rail also has a massive advantage. And if you want to overtake P1 lane 1, you cannot do it from P2 lane 1. You can only do it from P2 lane 2.
Yeah.
And finally, I'm not responsible for any of the decisions that your umas make, because umamusume is a very complicated game. And if any of you say, thank you, Victoria Frontier, I'm going to ignore it, because I'm just sharing what I know, and I'm sharing this PDM stuff with you guys because nobody's talking about it. Don't get stuck on the inner rail. If you stuck in this spot, you're cooked. Give this thing a name, please. Give this thing a name. I thought of what, like fucking coffin corner, but like the coffin corner is literally a different thing. It's literally about physics. I don't know, dude, like aerodynamics or whatnot, dude. Like, give this thing a name.
The cuck zone. This is the cuck zone. This is the cuck chair. The strat is to stack the cuck chair, right? Such that you have other umas that don't get cucked, and so that they can overtake.
Name. Give this spot a name, please. Do it in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. This is just going to be a stupid video, that's all.
Only 1 uma can sit in the cuck chair. That's why you need 3.
Goodbye.
There you go. There you go. Very nice. Very good. Very good. I actually learned quite a bit. I'm actually... Okay, wait, so... Really quick, I just want to double check. Is there a cuck zone before every corner? Like from a straight to a corner? Is there a cuck zone before like any... My question is like, is there a cuck zone for every one of these? Like, this is corner to corner, but this is straight to corner, right? This is a straight to a corner, right? Is there a cuck zone before every straight to corner transition? Is that what it is? It's just that one? The first corner of a race after the gate? Okay. It's just the first corner. It's just the first corner. Got it. Okay. And that's a big problem for this one. It kind of makes it really hard to overtake. Okay, cool. So it's just the first corner. Can we start calling the first corner the cuck corner? I don't... Listen. I'm only endorsing the cuck zone and the cuck chair, okay? All right? I only endorse the cuck zone and the cuck chair. You want to do the cuck corner? That's new ground. That's for you. You try that. That was pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed that. Okay. I just wanted to double check that. But for the first corner, got it. Make sure you guys give Victoria Frontier Charles a like and sub. Guy is a PhD in Uma mathematics.
So
Uma physics. The golden bloodline of idiots. Wait, what is this? Oju Chosan, Sunday Silence, Silver Sonic, and Melody Lane, or Favre, side story.
Since the last time where I talked about...
Okay. We're gonna watch this one? Good sir, is a reservation for me in the cuck zone. What's that? So in summary, early game skills are super important for frontrunners. This is power to get better, excel at the game, prevent passes. Yeah, from like TLDR, essentially, you see how you have this uphill, and it's over here. It's a straight, and then this is a downhill sort of section, right? This entire thing is downhill. This uphill is pretty important, essentially. Power, overtake. Also, Leader's Pride, which activates somewhere around here. And maybe Big Sisterly as well, if you're like in P2, right? Will activate somewhere around here so that you could overtake. These are going to be very critical skills. And also, if you're playing frontrunners, you got to stack the cuck zone. You got to stack the cuck chair, right?
So since the last time where I talked about the whole Gulcher family and basically calling them the golden bloodline.
Okay. Sorry. All right. The golden bloodline of idiots. Let's take a look.
So since the last time where I talked about the whole Gulcher family and basically calling them the golden bloodline of idiots, there has been even more news that came out that really just makes you want to talk about them all over again. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. This is going to be like a supplementary video on the golden bloodline of idiots. So we can't start talking about the golden bloodline of idiots without talking about the origin, the big daddy himself, which is
the
Sunday
biggest
Silence.
dumbass, the biggest idiot right here. Sunday Silence. This guy
by
dumb
now,
as hell.
You probably heard the name Sunday Silence, the stallion who, without exaggeration, shaped the modern Japanese horse racing scene, and even within umamusume, his influence is everywhere. For example, Manhattan Cafe's imaginary friend in the anime is hugely referenced to Sunday Silence because of how, you know, the in real life Manhattan Cafe looks almost identical to Sunday Silence. But beyond that legacy, like, what kind of horse was he really? So Sunday Silence was born on March 25th of 1986 at the Oak Cliff Fruitbeds breeding farm, and his father is Halo and his mother is Wishing Well. So Arthur Hancock, who owned half of Sunday Silence during Sunday Silence racing career, once recalled seeing Sunday Silence as a foal at the Stone Farm in Kentucky. And while the other foals were basically sleeping and nursing, Sunday Silence was already tearing up across the field with a sharp 45-degree turns, like he was drifting basically.
Oh my god, the Kansei drift! Kansei drift!
Thinking that that horse sure can fly. But you know, being the progenitor of the golden bloodline, something has to go awry. And as a baby, Sunday Silence fell deadly ill with a severe case of diarrhea, and he needed 23 liters of fluid in just 3 hours, a dose that would have killed most foals outright. But even then, Sunday Silence refused to give up, and even Hancock said like it was kind of spooky how he was able to go through and power through all that pain. But fate wasn't done testing Sunday Silence yet. When Hancock was putting Sunday Silence up for sale at the Keeneyland Stakes, no one wanted to purchase Sunday Silence. His crooked knees, unimpressive bloodline, and weak build turned buyers away, and he was
also his explosive diarrhea.
Bought back for just $1,700. So they got back again later on, and same story. And the final bid for Sunday Silence was around $32,000. It was basically Hancock buying his own horse back again. So it's...
Why do you do that? How does that work?
Rejection after rejection. And what makes things even worse is that on the returning trip, the driver that was transporting Sunday Silence suffered a
That's just jet propulsion.
fatal heart attack, and then the van crashed, and most of the horses in the van actually died, but somehow Sunday Silence survived, albeit
what was that one 4chan like green text? It was like everything was out to kill Sunday Silence, but he lived anyway. He lived anyway and became the biggest daddy of all Japanese horse racing.
a little bit injured, barely able to walk, and you know,
bro was actually just a Giga Chad. Yeah, but I lived.
Once again, the vets have little hope of him just recovering. But about a week later, you know, Sunday Silence just stopped running again. You know, he just said like, I don't care. This is
he was so dumb he forgot to die.
scratch. But finally, with a twist of fate, Hancock found partners to back the horse, and Sunday Silence went into training, and this is where the unwanted colt slammed the faces of every doubter in history. Out of Sunday Silence's 14 races, Sunday Silence actually won 9 races, and with his other 5 races he never finished off the board. Like, he won the Kentucky Derby and he won the Breeders' Cup Classic without being from a very good pedigree, with his rivalry with Easygoer being one of the most famous rivalries of that era. That just shows how much grit and shows how much power, you know, even a horse which wasn't bred by royalty could look like. But despite his brilliance, breeders still rejected him. His pedigree, his temperament, his crooked legs, like it's just too many red flags, and he was seen as a fluke, kind of like
they didn't like him.
But thankfully, Xenia Yoshida of the Shaddai Stallion Station offered to buy him, and Hancock, whom was in debt and out of options, reluctantly agreed. And when Sunday Silence left for Japan, Hancock admitted, "I loaded him myself, and when the van went down the drive, I cried." So basically, the unwanted colt was exiled, but little did he know, he was about to change the horse racing scene on the other side of the world. And you know, the rest is history. In Japan, Sunday Silence finally found his destiny. He became the champion sires for 13 straight seasons, and let's just say he didn't just produce winners, he produced dynasties with stallions like deep and
I wonder like what horses didn't come from Sunday Silence. I'd be interested to know like which horses are completely unrelated.
Pack and stable, producing G1 winning horses that will carry his legacy into generations.
Okay, yeah, Oju Chosen.
So we all know about, you know, the more famous Dago children like Orfev, like Dream Journey, like Gold Chip, but I bet you guys haven't really heard.
I don't think Dream Journey is I guess Dream Journey would be. I mean, she is a umamusume.
A lot about this Dago child, and this Dago child is of course Oju Chosan. So Oju Chosan was born on April 3rd of 2011 at the Bando Bokujo breeding farm, and his father is of course Stay Gold and his mother is Shadow Silhouette. And one thing to know that Shadow Silhouette is actually the daughter of Simply Chris S. So there's already a very good basis for a good
sparks. Very good sparks. If I remember correctly, I think Nathan was mentioning the Oju Chosan. Oju Chosan is a progeny of Stay Gold. He's kind of crazy, essentially. He's a big horse for steeplechase. Steeplechase is sort of like British horse racing. Well, I mean they do regular horse racing, but it's exclusive to like the UK or Europe, I think. And essentially what it is that it's horse racing, but there's obstacles. There's hurdles the horses have to jump over, and weirdly enough there's also ditches like right after the hurdles, so they have to like jump really far. Oju Chosan, the way Oju Chosan liked to clear those hurdles was not to jump over it, he just barrels through it, apparently.
Racing horse. Since Oju Chosan was son of Stay Gold, some people already had a very bad feeling for him from the start. And sure enough, he turned out to have a biting habit as he's torn his groom's clothes many times. He also was extremely clever, so if someone tried to get back at him, he'll anticipate what they're gonna do next. So nobody has ever succeeded in retaliating against Oju Chosan.
That's cute. I don't think that's Oju Chosan though. Who is this? Is not Meisho Dodo either.
And apparently he also absolutely refuses to let anyone think he's weak, and in fact he never showed a single weakness to a human. So Oju Chosan made his debut at the Tokyo Racehorse under the training of Mishiro
Is it Meisho Dodo? Oh. It is Dodo? Oh, my bad.
Ogata in October of 2013 in a flat race, but unfortunately he finished 11th place in his first race and finished 8th place in his second race, and then unfortunately he got a broken front leg which forced him.
Yeah, we saw the video of the cat and the horse. I didn't know if it was Dodo though. Oju Chosan is literally written in his warmers. Oh, it's Oju Chosan. Okay, so it's not Dodo. See, because yeah, I didn't think it was Dodo because the mouth wasn't as pink. Also, he was a lot darker than I think Meisho Dodo was.
Take a year off, and by the time he already recovered, all of his maiden races that suited Oju Chosan had finished. So they decided to have him run at a steeplechase race. So a steeplechase race is basically a jump horse race. So horses have different obstacles where they need to jump over to finish a race. And those races actually have graded races as well. And Oju Chosan would actually find his footing over there. So at November 15th of 2014, so about 1 year after his last normal race, he competed in his first jump horse race, but unfortunately he got 14th place in that race. So after that, his trainer was passed from Ogata's to Soichiro Wada, and with Shinichi Ishigami being his primary jockey. And Oju Chosan's performance gradually improved as he would go on to—
What is the song for this?
Win in 11 steeplechase.
Bro, this guy won like 11 races and we're listening to the saddest song ever.
Races in a row from 2016 to 2019, and ultimately win 20 races from 40 races.
Holy
and
shit.
Win in a total of 9 G1 race, which are all jump horse races, by the way. And if you would put that into perspective for a normal horse racing, he will be tied as the record holder with Almanai with the most G1 race wins, which is insane.
As far as Japanese horses go, apparently.
And Oju Chosan's victory at the Nakayama Grand Jump in 2022 would make him the oldest horse in Japan to win in graded races, as well as him becoming the horse with the most G1 victories as a steeplechase horse. Oju Chosan actually also ran in the December 23rd, 2018 Armageddon, and he got 9th place there as well. Like, it's completely not his field of expertise.
Really?
But he still finished in—
He's like, where's the hurdles, man?
In the top 10. Like, imagine being one of the horses that day losing to Oju Chosan, and you know, you train for your entire life basically.
Damn, dude.
For the races, and you still lose to a horse that isn't even specialized in your kind of race. It's all—
Damn, why you gotta rub it in, man? Listen, it's just one race.
Also worth noting that even though Oju Chosan has won a lot of jump horse races, the way he wins those races is kind of fascinating, because unlike other normal horses which actually jump over the obstacles, Oju Chosan kind of just crashes into them, like crashes through the obstacles. So he doesn't really even jump over the obstacles.
He doesn't even see it.
But, you know, whatever makes him win, I guess. And he will retire in December 2022, and he will now be standing as a breeding stud at the Versalius farm in Hokkaido. What's more impressive is that usually, like, jump horses are all gelding. So gelding means like they can't reproduce. But, you know, somehow, you know,
they got no balls.
Oju Chosan is just that guy, just that Chad, that he was able to breed anyways. So, you know, just the aura of the Stego family, you know,
they're like monks. They're eunuchs.
Passing on to him. Have
Silver
you guys
Sonic's
ever
cool.
seen a horse fly? Maybe do a little
Oju Chosan is one of the only 2 horses in Central Racing history to win 9 G1 races, you know. By the way, the other one is Almondai. Yeah, no, it's crazy.
sky-high tail step. Oh, if you haven't, take a look at this. So this
balls do get in the way of jumping. Yeah, he that's the reason why he barreled through those barricades. He didn't have anything to lose.
This incident happened at a 2022 Tenno show, and our subject is a son of Orfev, Silver Sonic. Bright sunny day on that day, Silver Sonic, just like the other horses, was getting ready for a race of their lifetime. And as the gates opened, Silver Sonic decided to dump his jockey.
Yeah, he's running right there.
At this point, his race was—
You guys see him? He's right there.
over. But his race was just getting started, because even without his jockey, he was determined to run the whole race course. And in
You guys don't see him. He's right there. He's hiding behind the first place.
In the end, he actually got a second place, albeit a disqualified second place. And after the race, he did kind of like a victory lap, you know, mimicking his uncle Goldship. And, you know, he was hyped.
This guy got stuck in the P2, the cuck chair. He wasn't able to overtake in the through the cuck zone. This is very true to real life.
Soaking all—
You can see how detailed umamusume is. He's in the cuck chair right now.
Of the praises from the crowd, and maybe because of how hyped up he was by the cheers, Silver Sonic makes an attempt to jump over the outside barrier fence, but clip his leg and crashes.
He's like, fuck this
down
cuck
to the
chair.
ground. And if you
This
were
dumbass
there
mechanic.
at that time, you would have clip his leg and crashes down to the
Aw.
ground. And if you were
He's just like stays there, dude.
there at that time, you would have been worried.
Okay, you guys might think like, oh my god, that's horrifying. He might have like died, and for sure he could have died, but he was totally fine. He got up like right after, and he was just like shaking it off. He's fine. He's fine.
About Silver Sonic because that was a very nasty fall that he took, and it would have the possibility to cause
Thanks, Victoria Frontier, Silver Sonic. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
very serious injuries. And in the aftermath, he flails around for a bit and then completely stops moving. And the cheers quickly turned silent as everyone feared that, you know, he might have got cooked. So his team and veterinarians run over to do a checkup on him. His groom is in tears, and after nearly 2 straight minutes of Silver Sonic just lying there motionless, he decided to wake up, probably after his groom was constantly
he's fine,
crying out to him in tears, basically, that the Silver Sonic would
he's
actually
fine. He's like, don't take me out, don't take me out yet, I'm fine,
back up on his feet, you know, as if nothing has happened. And it turns out he was just soaking on the ground, chewing on some grass, you know, probably because he was so embarrassed that he ate shit in front of tens of thousands of people. What's even crazier is that the jockey for Silver Sonic that day was Yuga Kawada, and Yuga Kawada is actually the same jockey of Queenswalk, whom also
he heard them talking about the glue factory. He was like, oh shit.
Beated Kawada from her before the race at the Niigata Kinen at September 1st. And just like
back then, Silver Sonic's jump had me on the edge of my seat. Oh yeah.
Silver Sonic, Queenswalk also jumped the fence and her foot also got caught on the fence.
Wait, who?
Silver Sonic, Queenswalk also jumped the fence and her foot also got caught on the fence and she fell neck first, which is crazy dangerous, and thankfully she's fine and the only injury she got was a bruise on her hip. And the horse that won that day at the Niigata Kinen was Shira Kendo, which roughly translates to, I guess, not sure though. So
Shiran Kedo. Oh, like Shiranai, right? But I don't know if that's is that why? Is that where the name comes from? Shiran Kedo?
I guess the horse was not sure if we could win, but still win. It's kind of poetic and it's kind of funny.
Shiranai Kedo. I understand that, but it's like, is that really what they were trying to do?
You know, you just can't make this shit up that you got dismounted by 2 horses, and those 2 horses did the same thing by jumping.
Because it, like, I don't know, saying Shiran is, Shiran is a short form of Shiranai.
A fence and getting caught on the fence and ate shit on the ground afterwards. There's also
we've talked about shit a lot in this video. First, we talked about Sunday Silence's diarrhea. We saw Stay Gold sniff his shit, and now we're just talking about eating shit. Like, what's going on?
A picture where after Silver Sonic fell, another horse was seen checking up on him. That horse is actually a daughter of Orfev. Her name is Melody Lane. Melody Lane is actually one of the tiniest horses that has ever ran in, you know, a graded race. With her only weight,
so Melody Lane actually has the Stay Gold genes.
About 338 kilograms. To put that into perspective, a normal racehorse would weigh around 450 to 500 kilograms.
Yep.
And, you know, here's a comparison with her and another racehorse.
Good luck,
and
Nick.
She seemingly inherited her small stature from her grandfather Staygold and also her uncle Dream Journey, with Staygold and Dream Journey both having the stature of a pony. And, you know, she's actually the lightest horse to ever win a race in the entire JRA. What's funny is that she actually goes against her bloodline and she's actually very sweet, but she does have a little bit of a tendency to pose in front of cameras. So you could say that she actually inherited a little bit of Gold Chip's genes in her. At this point, I'm not even surprised, you know, it's just typical Stego clan stuff. So since we just finished talking about Orfev's children, let's go back and talk about a story about Orfev. So this story happens by the time where Orfev already has won his Triple Crown, and this is actually his final race in his career, which is the Armakinen. As Ikazoe was preparing for, you know, the final race with Orfev, he heard of a boy who loved Orfev very much and really wanted to meet Ikazoe.
Oh,
and Orfev,
yeah.
and the boy was gravely ill.
We saw
and
that.
could die at any moment. So
Orfev basically did a Make-A-Wish sort of tour.
Ikazoe himself, a father of a girl, was very passionate, and with the approval from Sunday Racing and Northern Farm, invited the boy to the farm. There he appeared with Orfev in their full racing attire, and
it's actually like there's a reference to this in the umamusume game.
Ikazoe was worried that Orfev would actually hurt the child, you know, with Orfev having the tendency to bite and kick Ikazoe himself and also trainers. But surprisingly, Orfev actually let the boy pat his head as much as the child wanted. This may be surprising to a lot of people, but horses actually have the tendency to be very caring and friendly towards babies and also other animals. For example, there are accounts of Sunday Silence being very gentle towards babies and also animals. So the visit gone really well, and that really fulfilled the boy's dream. But sadly, the boy didn't get to see Orfev's final run, as he passed just 2 weeks before the Armakinen. So Ikazoe decided to dedicate that run to
and then he won.
And then that race, Orfev completely destroyed his opponents, basically leaving his opponents in the dust, including Goldship, and he won that race by about 6 horse lengths. So a total domination at his final race. And Ikazoe later said that Orfev's challenge was in his concentration. His focus switch is different from other horses, so I wanted to make sure it didn't break until the very end. That's why I only urged him in the stretch. That big move, Orfev made it on his own. So it is as if Orfev knew what was on the line, and it wasn't just about his final race, it was about performing brilliantly and, you know, making that boy in heaven see his final race. At the end of the race, Ikazoe...
I forget where we learned this story.
To the sky, signaling to the boy that Orfev won. I also do really adore Orfev's relationship with Ikazoe. There were of course times where Orfev and Ikazoe were at odds with each other, where Orfev was seen just, you know, trying to kick Ikazoe. But there are also times where they are kind of playful. Recently there was a clip where Orfev was sticking his tongue out, letting Ikazoe...
Yeah, he lets Ikazoe play with his tongue.
Play with it, you know, very similar to a certain umamusume who, you know, also enjoys sticking her tongue out. So that's it for all the side stories I want to talk about for, you know, the whole golden bloodline of idiots. But in reality, you know, not all of them are idiots. They really just act, you know, silly sometimes, just like humans do. And, you know, that's what I really found the most intriguing about, you know, this clan of horses. I also do know other stories involving like Phenomenal being like a very strict drill sergeant, and also stories about Lucky Lilac, who is Orfev's daughter in real life, and she is also in Umamusume. And Silver Sonic, believe it or not, after retirement became a steeplechase horse, just like Oju Chosan. But what I really want to include in this video is just more prominent stories from the Stego family. But I may talk about them in another video, especially Lucky Lilac, where I do...
Why we got the sad ass music, dude?
Want
the piano and the violin, like, come on.
So hope you enjoyed this video, and if there is something else that I'm missing, I'll be sure to put it in like a community post or something. But that's all I want to talk about today.
The golden bloodline of idiots, but I'm about to cry here.
This video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Umamusume video.
Wind instruments, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Stop remembering every single dumbass thing I say. Holy fuck. You guys are so cringe. You guys are so fucking cringe. Alright, I need to take a piss. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Every dumbass thing I say, dude.
Mambo, mambo.
I can never live it down.
Mambo. お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ。マンボ Mambo. お祭りマンボ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボ。お祭りマンボ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボ。マンボマンボ。お祭りマンボ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボ。お祭りマンボ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボ。マンボマンボ。お祭りマンボ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボ。お祭りマンボ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボ。マンボマンボ。お祭りマンボ。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。
Stop referencing it's a wind instrument. Stop. Holy fuck. Alright. My feed is full of horse now. Bro, you are ruining my YouTube Shorts feed. No, maybe not. Ponies.
Meet Chester. Now this little fella is one cheeky chap. That's right, he is trying to kick me in. He is only 4 weeks old and we have never met, so it's only to be expected. Anyway, after lots of tickles and stroking, he did calm right down and actually gave me a tooth. He was a really good boy, to be fair, for a 4-week-old horse. Now I'm here to help Chester today because unfortunately he has had an infection in his fetlock. It was very...
His what? His... Oh, I thought it was fat lock.
It was very swollen and it caused quite a negative HPA for him. He was walking on the bulbs of his heels and his toe was...
I love him in his videos. He's an amazing farrier.
His medial heel. And now the swelling has gone down.
Oh, is this the hoof thing?
It's better when he's static, but when he's walking, he still has that really odd gait. To help him along his way on recovery, I'm going to put a special foal shoe on with a caudal heel extension. This will just help keep his foot flat when he's walking and encourage his leg to be in a better position. And now this is really important that we get his leg in the correct position as he's so young. There is a lot of very important growth plates which play a vital role in Chester growing up into a nice, healthy horse. If we don't correct this imbalance at his young age, then he could suffer a lot of consequences as he grows up. Now, Chester was such a good boy. I was shocked. Like, for a 4-week-old foal, and he had no sedation, never seen me before. I just went over to him, played around with him, stroked him, made him feel at ease. Yo, mummy's checking in here as well. That was really cute. And he just took it like a champ. Really did. So here now I've got the cuff glued on. I'm just going to apply a little bit more Super Bond on the top of the cuff to make sure it's sturdy. Now, you would leave this cuff on for about 2 weeks and I'll come back and check on him because he's so young and things change so fast. You really want to be on top of it to make sure everything's doing what it should.
Yeah.
I was really happy with this result and I look forward to revisiting Chester in the next fortnight. I'll keep you guys updated with another post.
That's cute. That's I guess that's the mother, right? So he's going to grow up to be gray, perhaps, maybe. That's cute. Pretty good. Horse core. More horse. More horse shorts.
Hey.
Yo! Colbane, thank you for the prime sub 3 months in a row. Evening every tone, everyone. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Hey, hey. Ow! You just bit me, you little bitch.
What? Did she?
Hey, hey, hey. Ow! You just bit me, you little bitch.
No, I don't.
Dude, she's hungry. Oh. What? Bro. Oh my god. He must have been behind like a fence or something. Holy shit.
Yes, Dave.
Yeah, welcome in, Colbane.
Oh, for this? Oh my goodness.
Give me that shit.
Oh my god, there you go. Okay.
Oh. He's like, get off. That was a warning. Gray horses that lie in over time are born a darker brown. Just on the other hand, probably got his name from being chestnut. Oh, okay.
It kept it.
Oh. 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 He went to go get some kisses too. Damn. What is this one? Horse stuck.
Why do you do this?
Is he on his side? If I wasn't there to help, this would have been bad. What happened? He's
Oh.
just chilling. He's just
Okay.
laying around. Is he laying on his hoof? Keep watching if you want to see how she got in this situation to begin with. What happened?
Don't do it again.
So what? What did he do?
You didn't even care.
Oh, he was just laying on his foot?
She was stuck on top of you, silly boy. Hello. Hello, pretty girl. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Snoozing together? Oh. Why do you do this?
Interesting. I don't know why we didn't just start with that, but okay. It didn't seem that bad. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh damn! Pre-orders open now. 1/7 scale figure of Machikane Tanhoiza. She looks like a proper adventurer, doesn't she? That's cute. That's cute. Should we get that? Should I get that? Sold, bought? Is it still available? Hold on. I want to make sure nothing weird shows. Okay, cool. Huh. 28,800 Japanese yen. That's 200 bucks. Minus shipping. It's a re-release. It's a re-release. It does look pretty good. Damn, those look sharp. It's required. They also have nice nature. If you're prepared to swipe like never before, then go. Oh, she has this one too. Interesting. This figure does look pretty good. It does look pretty good. Oh, they have nice nature too. I ain't gonna lie. The Mihono bourbon's pretty good. The Mihono bourbon was very, very good quality from what I remember. What else did they have? Nice nature. It's less than Pulley for Still Love. Visa-san Black. Clanker. True. Actual Clanker. I feel like this nice nature's a little... maybe two? I don't want to say realistic, but like the proportions are different. You know? The Ogre Cap one goes hard. Bro. Durant. Oh my god. I kind of want the Durandal one. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want the Durandal one. Different in what way? It's like the proportions are more... I don't know how you say it or describe it. Why Nice Nature is so Christmas themed? I don't know. Ogre Cap. Oh yeah, the Ogre Cap's really good. The Ogre Cap's really sick. Dude, there's too many figures, man. I don't even know where I would put them, you know? Like, I don't even know where I would put them. They're gonna get all dusty. They're gonna get all dusty. I go should be with Nation. Something looks off. Yeah, it looks a little like not too sure. But Durandal I think looks pretty good. Durandal looks pretty good. Machigana Tanhoiza looks pretty good. Shit. It's a $200, chat. It's $200. Oh. Cheaper than Gacha? I mean, that's true. Buy all of it, you are rich new? I'm not rich new, no. That is definitely not the case. Shit. It is cute. It is cute. Red and green color scheme. Durandal reminds me of Honkai Impact. Is there any way to at least hit stat requirements for canceling without good limit breaks? You have to just try and make do with what you got, dude. Is it resin or vinyl? Vinyl? Painted plastic? I don't know. Does it say? Put them on your head. It is cool. It is pretty cool. You have some cash left over for only having to swipe a few times for Hishi. That is true. That is true. Clippity tippity clop. In her clippity tippity clop signature racewear, striking an energetic pose. The figure includes interchangeable AA Moon parts to allow you to display her with her favorite catchphrase. I think it's that. It is pretty good. Are you buying a special? No, I'm not buying a fucking jar. Asian Flash. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yo. Is there a Hishi Amazon one? God damn. It's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. Need. I definitely like Asian Flash too. Man, dude, there's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. Mambo seems to make a lot of sense for sure. I want Mambo. Is there a Fuji Kiseki? Ooh. A Fuji Kiseki one would be really good. A Fuji Kiseki one would be really good. Oshi Enjoyer. They have Fuji Kiseki? Oh shit. Dang. I feel like this is another case where the proportions just seem a little off. Like her face looks like longer and thinner, I guess. I don't know, but god, the outfit's just nuts. The outfit's just nuts, dude. Her outfit's insane. I'm gonna go broke for real. Fuji will steal your husband and your wife. If that's what Aisha looks like, imagine Meisho Dodo. I'm an Asian Flash fan as well. I like Fuji also. Pre-orders open now? No, it's not. Shipping November 2025. Damn. Wait, so when does Mambo come out? Or when does Mambo come in? This is a re-release. Shipping April? April? You passed McQueen though? No, I saw well, I mean, yeah, I did. I guess I did pass McQueen. First anniversary, worth the wait. McQueen looks good here. I definitely do think Machigana Tanhoiza. If I were to rank them, I think Machitan, I think Mihono Bourbon, and I think Durandal looks insane. This is in June. God damn. Machitan's pretty good. Yeah. All right. Okay. If I can get it, I'll let you know. I'm gonna try and order it. It's gonna have shipping info and everything. I'll make sure I'll bookmark it. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I get it. I should get it. I should get Machitan. Machitan looks good. I want to get Durandal too. Durandal's one of my more favorite designs in Umamusume too. All this fucking mambo. All of this mambo. The peer pressure worked. Do a puppet show? What is this? Wait. This is pretty funny. Oh no, the only thing I can have of Hishi Amazon is this hand puppet. The fucking Muppets, dude. Stop attacking his wallet. I'm out of money. Oh shit. What is that? Yo, lots of beaver. They've got 100 bits. I'm pretty sure he'll be pulling the banner this Sunday too. Wait, there's a banner this Sunday? There's a banner this Sunday? No, I'm not pulling this. I'm not pulling this, no. I'm not pulling Fantasy Pasta and Grass Wonder, dude. I'm good. Fantasy Pasta is great. It's a great, like, Uma. And especially for Cancer Cup, she's really good. But I don't think I want to pull her. You gonna do a banner review? I should. I should. Wait. Why is the banner out so quick? Holy shit, dude. The banner is out so quick. This was like 10-day gap. This one's only like, what? 5? 4? 4 days? Holy shit. Imagine getting Fantasy Wonder. Oh my god, are we gonna link every fucking, like, horse YouTube short? Oh, lots of people think with 100 bits. Just a little peer pressure, and he'll pull out his Kita-san card. I ain't pulling. I can't pull for everyone, dude. It's so fucking quick. Why can I not see the volume, dude? What? This is AI, right? This is AI, right? Like, this isn't real.
Pablo, I'm going to...
We've seen this. We've seen this. We've seen this. We're not gonna watch every single fucking one. We're not gonna see every single fucking YouTube short. Pakatube. Metro McQueen picks an all Uma, all Trayson baseball team to represent Japan. What is this?
今回はゴルスちゃんが考える野球のベストナインを発表。お待ちくださいまし。野球と聞いて黙ってはいられませんわ。私がマックイーンジャパンのベストナインの打線を
The mic quality is a little off.
組みましたので発表いたします。
Okay.
1番レフ
Left fielder?
メジロパーマー。メジロ家の先頭打者として1番はパーマーが適任ですわ。きっちり出塁して仕事をこなしてくれるでしょう。
Really?
2番ライト大宅ヘリオス。
What kind of thought goes into, like, whether you're a left fielder or a right fielder?
3パーマーに続く方といえばもち
You can't separate them.
ろんヘリオスさんです。パーマーと一緒にチームの雰囲気を上げてクリーンアップにつなげていただきます。3番
If you suck, you're the right fielder. Is that true? Damn.
キャッチャーアイネス・フージンさん。安定した打率が期待できる。
How far you can throw? That makes sense. Right fielders generally are more athletic and have better arms for the longer throw from right to third and home. I see.
アイネスさんに
That makes
3
sense.
番をお任せします。キャッチャーは守備の司令塔としてさまざまな役割が求められますが、しっかりこなしてくれるはずですわ。4番ショート東海帝王さん。
Shortstop is like in between the bases, right?
打撃と守備の要を帝王さんに務めていただきます。 チャンスの場面で試合をしっかり決めてくれるに違いありません。守備でも華麗なプレーで皆さんを魅了してくれることでしょう。
The subtitles gave
5番
up.
セカンドナイスネイチャさん。
Did it say second basement? Oh, baseman.
クリーンナップの最後として堅実に役割を果たしていただけるはずですわ。帝王さんとの二遊間コンビネーションにも胸が躍ります。
I'm actually watching a baseball game in my other tab. I ain't gonna lie, baseball to me is like the most boring thing. The only way I can watch baseball is unironically if it's like this. This is the only way I can watch baseball. Is the fucking Nijisanji Koshien. That's like the only way I could tolerate baseball and find it hype. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's so dumb. I like it. I liked it this so much back then.
6番ファーストメジロマックイーン。
She just elected herself?
下位打線の
Baseball is boring if you have no stakes. Yeah, I bet that's what it really is. If you're not invested in like who is playing, then it's like kind of whatever.
最初は私が務めさせていただきます。私の野球の知識を生かして下位打線の支えになりますわ。
She just elected herself. She's talking herself up.
として皆さんからの送球もしっかり受け止めてみせます。7番
She's like, I'm the best catcher.
サードライスシャワーさん。ライスさんには落ち着ける打順で
You'll like it when there's a gotcha baseball game with the anime girls? Yeah, you're probably right.
その力を十二分に発揮していただきます。
You're probably right.
下位打線
If there's like a interesting game with a little complexity, a little depth, some flashy animations, right? I'll definitely give it a shot. Anime aesthetics, I'll give it a shot.
だからといって油断するととても痛い目を
Clearly,
見る
you've
ことで
never
し
hit
ょ
a
う。
home run as a youngster.
8番
As a kid, I actually, by complete accident, I swung the bat, and the bat flew out of my hands and actually hit a guy in his teeth. He lost like a couple teeth from that. That was bad. I am like I like forget not hitting a home run. It was an accident. How? I don't know. It just flew out of my hand, dude. I actually have no idea.
センター生野ディクタスさん。外野の広い守備範囲をしっかり守ってくれるはずです。
Mario All-Stars is still one of the best baseball games. I think I did like those games. Those are fun. Like that Mario Tennis were pretty fun.
打撃の面でも上位打線まで
I don't know why my chat's broken. Hold up. Yeah, my chat was broken. He beat kid. I didn't beat the kid. It was an accident.
回す計算ができるお方です。
Did you run to first while everyone was distracted? No, I got taken away.
9番ピッチャーメジロライアン。もちろんピッチャーはライアン。女房役アイネスさんとの親友バッテリーの安定感は抜群ですわ。どうです
Wait,
か
what? What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait, what just happened? Hold up. What? Faint Smile donated $200 super chat. What? Where? How? I don't see. Wait, I don't even see. What? There's no way. Wait. What? What the fuck? Your direct donor link is broken. Figure fund. Honestly, it's probably better that it's through the super chat, honestly. Yo, thank you so much, dude. Holy shit. You're watching the vertical stream? Bro's watching the vertical stream and donating $200. That's crazy. That's fucking wild, dude. That's actually wild. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Holy shit. Bro just drops in and drops. I actually, wait. I feel like I've never gotten an Akasupa, and it's like $100 more, dude. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Faint smile. What the fuck? $200. Okay. Guys, okay, fine. I'll get the Mambo figure. I'll get the Mambo figure. I'll get the Mambo figure. I'll tweet it. Okay, 100%. I'll get the Mambo figure. I'll tweet it. Thank you for the $200 super chat. Holy fuck, dude, insane. Lots of beaver. Thank you for the 100 bits. All the bullies in the school claim it's an accident. No, dude, it literally flew out of my hands. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. He wants to play baseball too. Bro, I'm actually have my vertical chat on my monitor now because I have I got an Akasupa. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Holy shit. She benched her so that she could sell yakisoba in the stands. She literally named herself. Honestly, just give me an umamusume baseball game. I'd play that. Just reimagine all the umamusume characters and give them different baseball proficiencies and stats and shit. A baseball, like, literally just umamusume, Koshien, umamusume, Power Pro baseball game. I'll play that shit. Like, they just didn't make an umamusume game of all the sports. Uma Koshien. That would be really cool, actually. Umamusume pretty home run. Holy shit, we have so much. King Kobe, wait, no, this is, yeah, we're gonna delete all these. Delete all these. We already watched all these. I'm getting confused now. Okay, what is this? Kentucky Derby. Yeah, Uma Dunk Masters.
And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. And
in the Kentucky Derby.
Musket Man has some early speed on the inside. Here's Regal Ransom with some speed as well. Beneath the Twin Spires the first time. Regal Ransom and joining the dance will vie for the early lead. Pioneer the Nile is right up there.
So he's way last. He's in the Omega Cuck chair. Oh, he's falling way behind.
Among horses is now 7th. Advice is also right there toward the back of the pack, along with Chocolate.
Well, he's not even in the fucking camera shot.
Andy Summerbird. Advice, the last of them all is Mr. Hot Stuff. So down the back stretch run, or even be fine, be well behind the rest of them, is Mind That Bird. So down the back stretch run, third on the outside, Desert Party is now 4th. Hold Me Back 5th toward the inside. Papa Clem threads his way through horses. From 6th now, Musket Man is now 7th. Chocolate Candy is beginning to come
Chocolate Candy!
Now, and he's 8th on the outside. Then down
oh, shit.
As the field turns
wow.
for home.
What the fuck? This guy's just, like...
It's still
going 2x speed, man. Everyone's just like a still wall to him. Hold it, the fuck? What? What? Bro just bobbed and weaved.
That is Mind That Bird now is coming on to take the lead as they come down.
Bro didn't even remember his name. He's like, that's Mind That Bird. Yeah, that's Mind That Bird. What?
Spectacular upset.
Wait, what happened? How did he win or run that much more faster than everyone?
Mind That Bird has won the Kentucky Derby. An impossible result here.
Bro forgot his name.
On the outside, now 7th. Chocolate Candy. Clem threads his
Chocolate
way through.
Candy
Party is now 4th. Hold Me Back 5th toward the inside. Papa Clem threads his way through.
That was a weird way to call it Chocolate Candy.
Is now 7th. Chocolate Candy.
Oh, he just squeezed inside.
On the outside.
Bro just said, I'm in. I'm in.
As the field turns for home. Top of the stretch.
It's still joined in the dance with a tenuous lead. Regal Ransom and Pioneer of the Nile.
Bro is going on 4x speed. What? How? How did that happen? That's like monstrous.
Climbs right there too. Down toward the inside, coming on through. That is Minette Bird now is coming on to take the lead as they come down to the finish. And a spectacular upset.
Holy shit.
Bird has won the Kentucky Derby. An impossible result
50 to 1 odds. What? What happened? Can anyone explain how that one got so quick? The track looks like it's really firm compared to the rest of the outside of the track or the outer lanes. What the fuck? Dude locked in, hit all the gambler skills. Murmur. Someone made a lot of money that day. Easy, horse, fast. I mean, all of them should be fast though. All of them should be fast. Doping, cheer 100. Yo, lots of beaver. Thank you for the 100 bits. I don't know if it's necessarily that. Machan watching Teo's last race, season 2, episode 13. Spoilers, guys. I already got spoiled after seeing IRL race. No, dude. If you haven't seen it in the anime, don't watch. The fucking haircut. A whole 1 year gap. Can barely hear it. Damn. Oh. They did this so well, man. Kiseki no Fukatsu? Damn. God damn. The crazy moment. Yeah, squeeze. Damn. That was good. Bro cried too. I teared up while editing this. The scene is so powerful. The scene was so good. The scene was so good. That episode was an absolute banger. I forgot exactly how it looked too, so just seeing it again, it's just like, ah, yeah. That shit was fucking great. That shit was awesome. They did it so good. They did it so well. It was so good. Peak Uma. Absolutely peak. Alright. Henry's explains Aoharu scenario mechanics. Okay. Let's take a look. Henry Handsome Derby. This is, I don't know what the Unity, I guess it's called the Unity Cup. Alright, let's take a look. Why you should pull for Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto in Aoharu Cup. Let's take a look.
You probably heard that Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto card are the best card for our second scenario, Aoharu. But there
I didn't really know if Rice Shower was, but Riko for sure.
is no English video that explains exactly why they're so good for Aoharu, except for the brief section in my banner preview video. So in this video, I'll show you different mechanism in Aoharu compared to the Ura final scenario, explain why Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto card are the top card for this scenario.
Is Aoharu still far away? When's the half-year anniversary? We're about less than 2 months away, I think. The half anniversary is going to be middle of November, a little after Leo Cup.
And go over whether you should or shouldn't pull on this banner. Let's start with going over the upcoming scenario, Aoharu Cup or Unity Cup. Aoharu is the second scenario in umamusume. It was released 6 months into the game's life in Japan, and with our accelerated schedule.
Did you say the sickest scenario? This guy's lying. Rednu already gave reasons for this banner. I hate when people start their video. No one did it before me. I said to pull it, but I didn't explain. I think that's what he was saying specifically. Beats.
We're expecting it to release around.
Oh, he said second scenario. Oh, okay.
4 months into the game's launch, or November 2025 in global. So Chairman Akikawa has been called away on a long-term business trip overseas. So the strict business executive, Riko Kashimoto, has been appointed as the acting chairman. While the basic gameplay mechanic is very similar to Ura Finals, there are new mechanics added in this game mode, which revolves around team racing and spirit explosion. Unlike Ura Finals, where you focus on a single trainee, Aoharu scenario focuses heavily on a team tournament. So on this scenario, not only you will be racing with your main trainee, you also have various Umas that will join in your team for a team race.
Yeah. The Umas that join you for your team are made up of your support deck and also others as well. Which kind of makes it cool because like in the Japanese umamusume, there are some support card. There are some Umas that are existing only in support cards but not playable characters. Example today would be like Stay Gold. And I believe Daring Tact, right? So you can have those cards in your deck, and because they're in your deck, they will be in your team, and because they're in your team, you do get to see them run, which is kind of cool.
The Cup is a team competition that happens every 6 months and is very similar to team trials, where you'll be doing 5 different races.
Yeah, Almond Eye as well.
In sprint, miles, medium, long, and dirt.
But you get to see Almond Eye run no matter what, because Almond Eye is like the boss of like one of the scenarios or so. I'm not too sure.
You'll be doing 5 different races. In sprint.
Can I finally show Tasuda's prowess on the racetrack? I don't think she joins. I don't think friend cards join.
Miles, medium, long, and dirt. If you only have one trainee, how do we gather enough team members to do the Aoharu team race? The character from the 6 support card that you choose to bring to the run will join.
Bro, like just put 6 friends eventually. That would actually be funny. I didn't know. I don't know what would happen if you actually do that.
you as a team member for the Aoharu Cup team race. And after your third turn, the 4 scenario link characters will automatically join your team. And other additional umos will join throughout the career, so that you will have a total team member of 15 umos by the end of the run. And with these team members, you'll be competing on the Aoharu team race every 6 months during this scenario. The key difference between Aoharu and Ura Final scenario is that the training facility level does not increase depending on how often you train at them. For example, on the original Ura Final scenario, you had to train on each facility 4 times to raise its level from 1 to 2, all the way up to level 5. But in Aoharu, no matter how many times you pick that specific training, the facility level will not increase, but it's now tied to the overall team ranks. Only by raising the team ranks to a specific level, facility level for that specific training will increase.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. Right? I actually did not know that. What the fuck? I never noticed that.
Example,
I just clicked blue balls.
Your team rank for speed is currently at...
So the story on this scenario is Akikawa is gone, but you can still bring Akikawa support. Akikawa doesn't have a card right now.
Then your facility level will be at level 4 for speed training. So how do we raise our team's ranking? So each umas in your team will have their own stats and ranking. You'll be able to raise these stats and ranking by performing Aoharu special training with them. So on the Aoharu scenario, you'll notice these new symbols that's floating on top of your supports. These floaty white icons on the top right corner signify...
Guys, if you want to clip something, just really quick, you could do exclamation point clip in my Twitch chat. I don't think it works on YouTube, but you can actually do exclamation point clip, and you could just make it yourself.
Is that they're available.
It'll just clip like the last 30 seconds or so
for the special training. And if you do a special training with them, the team members' spirit gauge will increase, and they will also gain some stats. Raising their stats is crucial because just like in regular team trial, with more stats you're more likely to win the race, and also will be raising your overall team level for the facility level increase. And doing special training
I zoned out.
Specialty white notice the by performing Aoharu special training with them. So on the Aoharu scenario, you'll notice these new symbols that's floating on top of your supports. These floaty white icons on the top right corner signifies that they're available for the special training. And if you do a special training with them, the team members' spirit gauge will increase, and they will also gain some stats. Raising their stats is crucial.
Click white ball, make blue ball.
Because just like in regular team trial, with more stats you're more likely to win the race, and also will be raising your overall team level for the facility level increase. And doing special training with them will also fill their spirit gauge over here, and once you fill it up all the way, you'll be able to perform a spirit explosion.
And you pop the blue ball.
The spirit explosion do 3 things. First, it gives you big stat boost increase to the team member.
Big blue ball explosion.
And it gives you a moderate stat boost to your trained characters. Also, it will provide...
Actually, there is an Akikawa SSR card, just not on global. If you're talking about JP, then yeah. I mean, there's no... The decks don't coincide with like a story, right? They're not going to be very impactful to the narrative. It's just kind of like, whatever. I'm confused already. You'll play it. It'll be very straightforward. I think the way he's explaining it is pretty good. But basically, keep clicking white ball, then white ball become blue ball. Click blue ball explode, and give you a bunch of stats.
With the random hint. The stat boost for your trainee will depend on where the spirit explosion was triggered, and you usually want to trigger them on the stat where you're lacking due to your support card selection. For the majority of time in Aoharu, you want to trigger them on the power. And at the end of every 6 months during the scenario, you will participate in the Aoharu team race, where you can freely reorganize your team members to a specific distance, or you can let the game auto-populate it for you. And then you can pick one of the 3 different opponent teams to be crowned as the winner. And how the race works is exactly the same as the team trial race, where you only have to win 3 out of 5 races. You just have to have one of your team members to finish first to win.
Yeah.
If none of your Umas and
Winner
your
take
opponent's
all.
Umas finish first, then it will be a draw.
No team
and
trial.
winning these Aoharu's team race is crucial because they give you extra stats and also raise your team rank level, thus further increasing the training facility level. There are more other gameplay mechanics in Aoharu, but I'll let you find out for yourself by reading the game Torah. So in summary, in Aoharu
What?
scenario, your support cards and 4 scenario
It's
link
like, bro said read.
characters, plus few additional characters will join your team to attend Aoharu team race, which happens every 6 months. And by winning these race and also doing special training and performing a spirit explosion, you raise their stats and team rank level, which increase the training level facilities. That's the basic idea of Aoharu scenario. Now that we increase the training
Okay, right. Improve team rank. Got
level
it.
facilities. That's the basic idea of Aoharu scenario. Now that we understand how Aoharu scenario works, let's go over what makes Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto cards so strong during the Aoharu scenario. Both are incredibly strong cards, which were specifically designed to cater to the second scenario, Aoharu. Rice Shower, despite being a power card, gives large amount of stamina through her stamina bonus. And she does not skip out the power neither with the power bonus too. And with her unique effect, she has 15% training effectiveness, which is better than the most power card. Rice Shower is alternative source in learning Swingy Maestro, one of the strongest skill in the game. She's the only power card that can effectively increase stamina gain while not skipping out on the power increase. Riko Kashimoto is a PAL card similar to Tazuna and Kirin. She provides large amount of stamina and guts through her training events, often eliminating the need for a stamina card in most of the Aoharu run. Similar to Tazuna as a PAL card, she has a various event that gives moods up and energy that could help you during the run. She also provides failure protection, energy cost reduction, and event recovery increase that will make your run go much smoothly during the process. And using these 2 cards offers a special gameplay benefit. Rice Shower is one of the 4 scenario link character. So if you bring her as one of the support card, she will be able to join the team on turn 2 along with the other support card, instead of joining together on the 3rd turn with other scenario link character. That means instead of having 10 members by turn 3, 6 from support card and 4 from scenario link character, you will only have 9 members in your team. Or 8 if you have Riko Kashimoto too. Similarly, because Riko Kashimoto card is a PAL card, she won't count toward the initial members of the team if you bring her as a support card. That means by bringing Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto card, you can effectively lower the amount of team members that you have at the early phase of the run from 10 to 8. Now you might be thinking, what's the point of all this if more new members will join the team later in the run anyway?
Nah, fuck new members.
Actually 2 benefits in running a small team. First, the new team member that joins later in the run will come with the upgraded stat rank, matching your current highest teammate. Instead of having a bunch of F-ranked Umas in the beginning of the run, it's better to get them later in the run with the upgraded stat. This will accelerate the speed where you upgrade your average team rank, thus increasing the rate where you upgrade your training facility levels.
That makes sense. Less Umas, higher averages, join later, better training facilities.
Again, more team members means more mouth to feed. By lowering the number of mouth to feed, you're essentially accelerating the team stat increase and team rank, which will make it easier for you to win Aoharu team race.
You could also just run other scenario link Umas as well from your cards. Oh, that's why Haru Urara is so fucking good then, right? Imagine you run Haru, Rice Shower, and Riko Kashimoto, then you have 7 members. Because of Guts? No, because she's a scenario link card. Urara joins your team automatically. So she's like gonna be meta for this one.
More consistently. Bear in mind that losing a single Aoharu race can be a run killer for your ace run during Aoharu.
And a lot of people also run Machikana Wit. Yeah, so scenario link cards essentially very strong for Aoharu.
So having this consistency is very helpful. Years later, Aoharu gets updated to allow you to use the alarm clock when you lose the race. But I'm not sure if we'll get this implementation from day 1 for global. Probably not though. That's why...
Wait, what? Oh, team races now allow the usage of alarm clocks on loss. I feel like, is it just Aoharu or just like any race?
The race. But I'm not sure if we'll get this implementation from day 1 for global. Probably not.
That'd be cool.
That's
But you definitely don't get the Zenith Spirit explosions. The purple balls. Purple balls are new stuff. We don't get purple balls yet.
Lose the race. But I'm not sure if we'll get this implementation from day one for global. Probably not though. That's why these cards are so good in Aoharu, and it's recommended for you to at least run Riko Kashimoto plus 1 or 2 more scenario link during the run. By running the scenario link characters, you'll notice more consistency during your Aoharu run, and thus increasing the rate where you upgrade your team ranks. Also, by bringing a scenario link card, you'll get a bonus option when choosing your team's name. And depending on the name you choose, you'll get a hint for a different gold skill. But honestly, majority of them are pretty forgettable, except for the Rice Shower one, which gives you a hint for another golden recovery
cooldown
skill called cooldown. That means you'll have a source to get 2 golden
It's only for long distance, but still good.
Recovery skills from a single SSR card, and it's not even a stamina card. So
you don't have to maximum break them. It's better, but you don't have to, no. In order to improve your team rank facility, maximum break doesn't really do anything, no.
You'll also be able to get some powers along with it. From our experience with Gemini Cup, you probably realize how crazy and how impactful that is to be able to get a 2 golden recovery skill from a single SSR card. However, the second source of golden recovery is a cooldown, which can only be used in long distance. You look at the champions meeting that happens during the Aoharu.
What the fuck's happening? Is someone like punching, like a punching bag like behind him? What the fuck? Do you hear that? I mean, I'm like listening. What is that?
Cooldown, which can only be used in long distance. You look at the champions meeting that happens during the Aoharu scenario. Only 2 out of 6 champions meeting is a long distance, and one of them is only 2,500 meters. Only a single champions meeting during the Aoharu scenario will be able to take advantage of the skills. And Riko Kashimoto, other than being a PAL card, which lowers your initial team numbers, she's also a scenario link card. As a scenario link card, she will give additional stats when you're using her during Aoharu. So with these 2 cards, you'll be able to solve the stamina requirement for the majority of the race without having to run a single stamina card. And as you can see, as the time goes on, the power threshold for champions meeting increase over time. If you're even a little serious about being able to compete in champions meeting during Aoharu, then
So basically, Riko is like a stamina card.
Shower and Rika Kashimoto card would be must pull.
Without being a stamina.
But bear in mind that these Korean veterans are very serious players that will gladly max limit break to support cards.
Oh, he actually put this track. It's drums. It's drums. I thought it was like background noise, dude.
If it means that they could stay out being on top of the ladder. But for free to play and low spenders, we have to be more conservative with our carrot spending. Luckily, there's a budget friendly option for this banner. Max limit break of our Rika Kashimoto is around the same level as the single limit break SSR Rika Kashimoto.
Wow. There you go. 1 copy of Riko is good. Yeah, I would say 1 copy of Riko is good. Oh, but this is max limit break compared to 1 limit break.
And the Korean veterans all mentioned that if you don't even have the max limit break on the R Rico, don't expect to compete in the high level during the Aoharu scenario. So they think MLB R Rico or 1LB SSR Rico is the bare minimum to be able to play competitively during Aoharu scenario. The best case scenario will be to have max limit break in both Rice Shower and Rika Kashimoto, but you can use your MLB R Rico.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to pull this. Ugh.
And just borrow MLB Rice Shower from another trainer and scrape by during that scenario. But while the MLB R Rico is acceptable, you really want at least 2 limit break SSR Riko Kashimoto for additional 5% training effectiveness. In my
that sounds really good, yeah.
previous Super Creek video, I mentioned that you don't need to pull on Super Creek because these 2 cards basically takes their spot during the Aoharu scenario. In other words, if you don't have MLB Super Creek, Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto are most pull for stamina. While it may be possible to ignore these 2 cards for sprint and mile race, but without these 2 cards, you will begin to feel the tolls on your run for medium and long distance race, especially on long distance champions meeting like Libera Cup. You thought that Gemini Cup was hard? Wait until you experience Libera Cup against these kind of opponents. But Henry, I heard from different content creators.
I mean, like, it's
on long
easy.
distance champions meeting like Libera Cup. You thought that Gemini Cup was hard? Wait until you experience Libera Cup against these.
With the scenarios, it'll be easier, but yeah, holy shit. Max limit break Rico, max limit break Rice Shower, MLB Super Creek.
Kind of opponents. But Henry, I heard from different content creator that Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto are not a must pull. They become useless after Aoharu scenario. I know there are some conflicting recommendation, and that's totally fine. People have different experience and different play styles, and they're free to have their own opinions on which card to pull.
I think Riko, I advise people to get Riko because I think Riko is even useful in Mant, if I'm not mistaken. But Rice Shower, I think, does have reduced effectiveness after Aoharu.
But I would like to caution you to be very wary when you're trying to listen to their opinions and skip this banner. Because most of them never played Aoharu scenario before, or if they did, they never played without running these cards before. It's true.
I definitely didn't play competitively. So for sure, I would take his advice a little more seriously.
That there are certain JP veterans that played our horror scenario without pulling for these cards. Like Seriru-san did decide to skip this banner. However, do not mistakenly think that this will be easy to do. You gotta realize that this was only possible because they had other meta MLB SSR support cards that were able to scrape by the scenario without having to pull on this banner. And even if they do recommend you to skip on this banner, they themselves are gonna pull for them anyway. So most of them are probably not even going to listen to their own advice. But that won't be the case for majority of the global player who currently doesn't even have MLB Kita-san.
But the thing is like, if you're free to play, right? And you're just kind of logging in, collecting the rewards, playing the game casually, like it's not, I don't know. Kita-san Black is way more of a must pull. Super Creek, outside of like Aoharu, is way more of a must pull. I don't think that necessarily changes anything, but it does help to put it into perspective that like these two cards are going to be very effective for the next, like after this scenario comes out, like the next 3-4 months, right? Which is a pretty long time. And it's for if you're sweaty.
Main issue with skipping this banner is that
if you're casual, then CM won't matter. Right. And like if you're free to play too, what you're doing as free to play is you're gonna ramp up your collection, right? You're trying to ramp up your collection. You can't afford to be meta immediately and all the time, right?
There's only a single borrow slot. If you don't even have a MLB Kita-san, how are you gonna borrow MLB Kita-san, Rice Shower, and Riko Kashimoto at the same time? And
well, that's why I said get Kita-san. But yeah.
For a long or medium distance race, you also have to make room to borrow a Super Creek card. That's 5 out of the 6 cards that you will need to borrow for the Libra Cup. But it's impossible to do that. You can only borrow a single card.
I think when most people give advice though for cards and whether or not you should pull, typically I give my advice with people in mind that are like more free to play, more budget, right? And the reality is that you can't really afford to be competitive all the time, every time, ASAP either. You're gonna have to ramp up your collection. I didn't play this game when these banners were. Should I just wait for them in the future or roll other support banners? These banners haven't come out yet. This video is incredibly short-sighted in my opinion. Kita-san Block is a priority for everyone. Well, he's not saying otherwise, but he is putting a lot more emphasis and importance on Riko and Rice Shower. And sure, fair game. It is they are very important for Aoharu, right? But it's not after Aoharu, I think Riko is the only one that gets used. Kita-san, the red-haired girl for stamina for banners. Speed Marzensky, also good save for. Free to play competitively, completely possible. I mean, it's possible, but it's tough. As free to play, I'll pick my battles. I don't care about Libra. Well, it's not just Libra. It's like the other CMs too. But yeah. Oh, I actually no, you're right. You're right. Super Creek with it. I am gonna be pulling Riko and Rice Shower, but that's because I'm making videos, and if I'm making videos, I kind of want to be able to chase meta and talk about the meta in I guess an intelligent way, right? I'm not gonna be able to like play on a free-to-play account. Business expense, true.
While it's true that these two cars falls off after this scenario, but that's not the main concern here. You first have to survive through this 4 months with something at least. Like same thing happened during the Kita-san banner. Lots of global player base unfortunately got misguided into thinking that LB2's Kita-san was good enough that you can just borrow her until her rerun banner in 6 months. But now look at how that's the
LB2? LB3 is good. LB2, I never hear anyone say LB2 is a good stopping point. LB1 is like, I think initially I first said LB1 was like fine, and then like almost a video like immediately after I was like, oh, LB1's actually not that great. LB3 is good. LB2 no, hold on. I'm pretty sure. Because you don't get power bonus on LB2, or I mean the specialty priority. LB2 was not like passable by my standards. LB3 was passable. Especially LB3, then you could get a redeem to improve the limit break, right? Because the specialty priority. I never suggested LB2.
Suggestion is treating them. Only those proficient players who actually knows what they're doing and have other MOB SSR cards should consider skipping this banner. But instead of spreading out your resources trying to MOB multiple meta SSR card, it might be simpler and much more cheaper to just focus your resources on the Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto banner, because these two cards are the best card for the Aoharu scenario.
I think that's fair to say. And like if you want to play Aoharu very well, these cards are going to be very strong. Yeah. No, I think that's fair.
So while you may be able to replace them with some other MLB cards, they will never be able to top what Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto can do during Aoharu. And
like you guys say only for Aoharu, but Aoharu is going to be a thing for after it's released for at least 3 or 4 months, which is a pretty good time. So
I'm not even telling you to dump all your carrot until you MLB both card. Of course, more copy the better, but you just need to get 2 copies of SSR Rico or MLB R Rico. One of the Korean player did a calculation to see how many pulls you need to MLB R Rico. With the 3.75% rate, you have about 90% chance of MLBing it at 200 pulls. Usually the break point is around 125 pulls, which you have 50% chance of MLBing R Rico. And that's not all. There's so much potential here with just a 200 pulls in this banner. For example, in a single pity, there's 44% chance that you'll be able to get 2 LB SSR Rico. You have 12.57% chance of MLBing one or the other. And in the perfect world, there's a 0.2% chance that you'll be able to MLB both Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto in a single 200 pulls. I bet one of my viewers is going to MLB both card in 200 pulls. And if you did, please let us know in the comment below. I'll make sure to pin it. And with 400 pulls, there's 20% chance of you being able to MLB both, and with 600 pulls, you have 76% chance of being able to MLB Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto. You might think that this is a crazy rate, but look at our recent banner. You probably know someone that was able to MLB Super Creek in just a single pity. Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto will have the same rate as the Super Creek banner. Better yet, unlike Tajuna, both of these cards are really good to get. It's a double banner where both of the cards are the best 2 cards for the second scenario. This is why I generally recommend people to pull on this banner. It's really hard to not come up ahead after 200 pulls. Yeah, they might fall off later after the Aoharu scenario, but Aoharu scenario is 4 months long. In my opinion, 30k carrots is a worthy trade-off to be able to play umamusume comfortably and competitively for 4 months. And this was a general consensus in the Korean server during Aoharu. It's not like the Korean player didn't know that Rice Shower and Riko Kashimoto falls off after Aoharu scenario. They pull on this banner anyway, knowing how strong these 2 cards are during Aoharu scenario and how impactful they are and how stressful it can be not having these cards during this scenario. I think this Korean player summarized it the best. Why are you trying to make it harder for yourself on a scenario when the answers have already been given to you?
30k carrots for 4k more carrots for winning Group A finals is crazy. I mean, listen, if you're trying to get like a return on your investment for CM, like you're lost, right? That's like, it's so hard to do that. CM's fun. Having rewards for better placement is fun. And that's it, right? So you just put a price, a value on your time, on your fun there.
But of course, doesn't mean that every
Evaluate
Korean
yourself.
player pulled out this banner. There were false prophets in the Korean server too. Seems like this guy was a Saiyan Sky apologetic. But as you can see from the response, these kind of posts were not well received in the Korean server.
There's no world where 4K carats ever pays off. It's just like, does the achievement, does the fun of grinding, does the title, or at least the ability to fight for that title, is that what is fun for you? Is that what's valuable to you? Then if that's the case, then do it, you know. If it's not, then if you could skip, then we're like safe.
Funded it and say only players who never play our Harvest scenario can say crap like this. I mean, you have to get at least MLB R Rico. He doesn't understand the game. As you can see, this conversation has already been played out 3 years ago in Korean server. And the general consensus was that Rice and Rico banner is a must pull. That MLB R Rico is the bare minimum. But Henry, global server has the accelerated schedule. Isn't it better to just skip this banner, which only lasts for 4 months? I mean, we're getting less value out of it when compared to JP server, which had 6 months of usage versus 4 months for us. And that's what I thought at first too. I even mentioned it on my banner preview video. But then as I thought about it more, I realized the truth is way more significant. Yes, it's true that global server has an accelerated schedule. That means we'll only spend 4 months in our Harvest scenario compared to 6 months on the JP and KR server. But you know what else is
the event duration is the same? Is he gonna say?
Accelerated? That's right, the champions meeting. In those 4 months, we're still getting 6 champions meeting. Yes, the same amount of champions meeting that the JP server had in 6 months. So think about it. What's the main reason we pull for meta support cards? To dominate in Champions Meeting and to snag that platinum title. So if we think of it this way, we're actually getting the same value as the JP servers. Honestly, I said we're getting even better value than them because we have less time to farm between each Champions Meeting, fewer chance to farm sparks, to train your ace, or to use friends borrows. Since we have less runs that we can do between each champions meeting, we have to make sure that every single run has to count. And having a stronger support cards will definitely boost your average run. Man, that was a ton of information just for a single banner. But I knew that this banner was one of the biggest dilemma for global players. But keep in mind that not every veteran players will share my takes on that.
I compete in CM to watch my Oshis lose in Group B. Oh shit. What the fuck?
Still, I'm pretty confident to say that probably no other content creator has put this much thought into the Rice Shower and Rico Kashimoto banner from a global server player perspective like I have. Please be aware that the goal of this banner preview video is just to provide you with the information to help you make an informed decision. There is no one-size-fits-all plan that works for everyone. Nobody knows your account better than you do. And while I was mostly focused on Champions Meeting, it's okay to not follow the meta and pull on your favorite Umas. There is more than one way to enjoy this game. But if you are interested in being a competitive player, I think this video should help you plan out for the upcoming Aoharu scenario. You can use the carrot calculator that I created to plan out for the Aoharu scenario based on your current carrots and your monthly incomes. Please watch my previous video for the tutorial on how to use the tool. And if you have any feedback or suggestions for the carrot calculator or my video, feel free to join the Henry Handsome Derby Discord server. Link will be provided in the description.
Is the banner before or after Kita-san? It's before.
Below. And remember that these are my recommendations based on my research and my knowledge of the game. So even with the same information, you could come up with a different conclusion. And that's okay. I just wish that through this video that you were able to learn a new information and helped you making an informed decision for yourself. As you can probably tell that this video took huge amount of time for me to do research and to create. I'll continue to make great content, so please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate it. In the future video, I will go over the Nice Nature Wood card more in depth and help you decide which banner to pull on, the Nice Nature banner or the Rice and Rico Kashimoto banner. And I also go over the polling plans for the early part of our Haru scenario. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a handsome day.
Holy. That woke me up. This is a really good video. And I definitely think more people should like and subscribe to Henry Handsome Derby. I think we got some really good information, a really good perspective. And again, just remember what he said in sort of like the outro, right? You don't have to be competitive for every CM. You could pull for your Oshi Umas, right? Everyone's fun is subjective, okay? A lot of like disclaimers here, but I mean, it has to be said. You know, if you're free to play, it's gonna be tough to be competitive. That's just what it is, right? This is a pay to win gacha game. This is a pay to win PvP gacha game. Okay, you got to pick your battles. All right, that's just how it's got to be, especially if you're trying to play on a budget. So or free to play. So take that for what you will. Anyway, very good video. I think that was pretty good. The power creep is coming to the free to play reroller soon. You paid to lose. True, I did lose. I lost twice. But I'm gonna have fun playing and chasing and making videos anyway, so you know, it is what it is. Fuck you guys. I hate you guys. Not just a wife with the real story of Umamusume's Queen of the Phillies. Okay, I think we will watch this. I guess I'll keep this here. If you want me to react to this, just resubmit it. Holy shit. Why 12 new posts? Why 12? Okay, we're flushing this. I'm telling my mods to flush this. If you want me to react to anything, just post it again. But we are flushing this. Okay, we are flushing this. Let me tell them. Flush the reacts. Okay, and then we'll do that next time. Okay. But yeah, I think we're gonna play the game now. Now that he's talking about how hard it, man, I'm feeling like I need to play the game. I need to play the game. I need to catch up. All right. Oh my god, that was gonna be super fucking loud.
Mambo, mambo.
I'll be right back.
Omatsuri, mambo.
I'm gonna have a third water?
お父さんが教えてくれた掛け
Yeah, I
声
am.
です。
I'll be right back.
誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ。マンボマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。うんうんうん。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ。マンボマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。うんうんうん。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ。マンボマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。うんうんうん。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ。マンボマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。うんうんうん。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ。マンボマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。うんうんうん。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ。マンボマンボウ。お祭りマンボウ。うんうんうん。お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ。
Why are you hating Mambo? What the fuck? Why y'all hating Mambo? Why are y'all hating Mambo? Okay. We're moving streams. We are moving streams. Going live. Go to public. YouTube, you're moving streams. No one else is moving streams. Just YouTube. Alright. Ban him? Ban who? You're moving streams. Okay. This is public. Cool. Very good. Okay, I'll read the essay in a second. Hold up.